The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Horror on the Orient Express, a luxury campaign spanning the European continent, with David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore. Ago where it was a game called Ninjas and Super Spies, so someone was playing a ninja, and he was trying to like just sneak into an apartment to do like recon.
That game
and
is deadly.
Kept blowing all these rolls. So it was like basically like there's this dude in a ninja suit in like some suburb somewhere. So first he's like kind of trying to go across the road like beep 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 beep, but then he like goes under the cone of a light. So like some kids are like, hey, it's a fucking ninja, you know. And then he's like, shit. So then he tries to jump a wall and like fails like 3 climb rolls in a row. So he's like, he like can't get over the wall. Then he like got up. Then he got up on top of the apartment and tried to rappel down into the window and fumbled his rappelling roll. So it's like, and he just like goes all the way down and like lands in some hydrangeas or something. So then like gets up and pulls the twigs out of his ninja costume, sneaks in, blows his stealth roll. So then he alerts the guy who's in the front room making out with his girlfriend. So he goes for the 38 in his table drawer, and then the combat just basically results in the guy like shooting the ninja like 3 times, and the ninja just like staggering out into the night with like bullet wounds. You know?
This is Alex, right?
No, it was Tim actually.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that's an old trope from my old group with the incompetent ninja.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It was a comedy of errors. Truly.
Yeah, it's like Clouseau or something.
It really was. It really was. He was a French ninja.
There's your problem.
Here's your problem. Okay, so everyone's rolled their checks. Correct.
So rolling luck now, right?
Yes, roll luck. Absolutely.
Hooray. Oh, thank God.
Oh no.
You didn't make it?
I made my luck. I made my luck at a 27.
Oh boy. Oh wow, that's going to be exciting.
How much is it if we fail it?
If you fail, it's D10 plus 5.
If you make it, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
Nothing.
Sweet.
It's making up for all those times I've previously rolled 15 on regaining luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
I really needed that too.
Oh Jesus! Oh, the sound effects. I think that's what makes me the most.
Ooh, and then our magic points
I
back
agree.
up to full.
That actually.
I agree.
They will be, yes.
Will be.
They
Okay.
will be. Not yet, though.
That's very effective.
Yeah, no. Whatever sound effects you're using are increasing my anxiety.
Well, this one's called Textures of Evil, so.
That fits.
Like
What does
some.
evil feel like?
Let's get into the textures.
Like, an existentially horrifying, like, loomsman.
Yeah, with like centipede legs on the loom.
Something.
Yeah, insect legs.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm on board with it.
Slimy insectile legs.
This would really go well in the drawing room.
Exactly.
It's a whole entomology theme, you know.
Yeah.
I see you replacing shag carpets in the future.
All right. So we kind of left off with a little mini, mini to be continued sort of freeze frame.
I have 2 questions.
Please fire away.
So every time we sleep on the train,
Yes.
and it's the Dream Express train, we get 1 sand back?
No, it's just every time you sleep on the train.
On the
Any train?
Any train.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the Orient Express.
Oh, not the Dream Express.
No, not the Dream
Oh, okay.
But we fell asleep on the Orient Express.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, thank you
right.
for pointing that out.
Hence the...
Yes, so Lady Cynthia gets 1 sand back as well.
Great, because I lost 1. So
Okay.
I didn't even
Sand
I didn't change it.
Womp womp.
Do I get sand back?
Everyone does. Yeah.
And you last game you rolled Dream? Is that what is that?
Yes. So dreaming is equal to so it's a new skill, so you can just write it in on your character sheet.
Okay.
It's equal to 1/5 your POW.
Neat.
Indeed. So my dreaming, I did make that. So now I now have 19 in dreaming, which still doesn't hold a candle to Dorothy. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Dorothy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. What are you looking for, dear?
What?
What are you looking for?
Perusing the chocolate.
Man? I'm just like trying to get a snack and.
Oh, okay.
No, I had to have a long moment of like, oh, what kind of chocolate?
Yeah.
I'm just like looking at food. It's like, what are you looking at?
Sit your ass down.
All the time. Like, Jesus Christ.
He's pulling a Trump and just wandering away from the stage.
I'm up behind you.
Some people say you should run games like that.
He's gonna tweet us
Like
so
walking
hard.
around the table and like
yeah?
leaning in behind people and being like, you know, like,
Unwarranted neck massage.
no, that's Bush actually.
Oh, right. Was it Bush or Biden?
I think it was Bush gave Merkel a.
No, Biden did too.
Oh, he
Yes,
did?
Yes, yeah.
Merkel both times?
I don't know if it was Merkel.
Oh, okay.
Is it so hard?
No, apparently it
He
is.
did,
I think
yes.
for politicians, it really.
Yeah, it must be.
Yes, it knows no party boundaries.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's the one thing that both parties can get down on. Just inappropriate touching.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, that's
true.
a platform I support.
I think we've got a viable third-party candidate right here at the table, guys. Hashtag Jade 2016.
Man.
Or would it be
I'm a
Kim
Renae.
Rain 2016?
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
We all know it's not a democracy, though.
Yeah, no, that's
I think we've had enough of that, though.
Let's bring back the
Democracy.
feudalism.
Another good point.
I mean, if I'm going to live the life of a serf, why not just call it
Go for it.
spade?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting.
You're sitting.
Hello.
You happy now?
Oh, it just seemed like you were looking for something, so I was curious.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but none was needed.
All right. My concern was met with profanity. We're moving on. All right, so
This is your life, no?
Scenes from a marriage. Yes. What the fuck? What do you want? You're still here.
what the fuck? You fucking
What the fuck? What do you want?
Hey,
I'm your wife.
hey, your fucking wife. All right, so
What was I doing when I wasn't here? That really doesn't seem
That's a good question.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
all right.
Getting up again.
Oh,
So
for
everyone knows.
God's sake! All right,
What are
so
you doing?
Coming up behind the
Throw my
D.
gum out, damn it.
all right,
Here we are.
centering.
Rewind with the game.
Known
Realign.
as oh.
That's right. Becoming one with the source. All right. So, you guys are all on the Dream Express, including Lady Cynthia, who has been nearly strangely quiet, but is otherwise along for the
Present
ride.
this entire time?
Yes.
Got
Present
into the
and
laudanum.
accounted for.
There you go.
You also got into the line.
She got to the laudanum supply. And
What's this?
and so Renae, you listened to last week's session? Great. So you're aware of the bizarre nature of this train.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on a monster with the
Yep.
fiddly
It's on a monster.
doodly dads.
Yep.
With fiddly doodly dads. That is the exact technical term. I see you know your dream trains.
They recycle them into fine carpentry.
That's right.
All those legs.
Yeah.
Upcycling.
That's right. Freeganism. So,
So we have the scroll, right?
We have the scroll
yes,
now.
you have the scroll. Scroll
Right.
ahead.
Or rather, yes,
Well done with reaching into the
how's
bear.
the scroll?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sloppy buckets.
Oh, God.
I'm sure I've touched words.
By the way, if anyone's watching Ash vs. Evil Dead,
Yeah, is anyone?
I am.
Seriously, I
Not
know.
it.
have you gotten to episode
more-
2 yet?
No.
The more.
Okay, don't eat while you watch
No.
episode 2. That's all I have to say.
What are you guys?
Because it makes the whole
Ash
bear
vs. Evil
thing.
Dead.
Ash from.
What are you watching it on?
We have a Star subscription attached to our Amazon Prime account. So,
The
yeah.
B
But
movie
it's
from
worth it,
ages
so
ago.
worth it.
Yes.
So
Yeah, great. And he has a shotgun and all of that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, really,
everything.
really
the
good.
second episode of season 2 is like.
The first was pretty bad, too.
Oh,
But
it
2
goes there.
is like off the charts.
Okay.
Screaming. Like you're just yelling as you're watching it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should
Kinda
watch
have to
it.
check this
It's
shit out.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
Seriously intrigued. I mean, I love Bruce Campbell.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a gem. So,
We're on this train.
you're on the Dream Train still. The Dream
we are.
Train has stopped at the city of Dilathleen. It is the deepest, darkest, velvetest night you've ever experienced.
Okay.
Well, some of us are in the bath, so not really realizing how dark and velvety the night is.
Well, every car has basically, it's like an open pavilion structure.
Oh, I see.
With just sort of diaphanous, billowing curtains.
The windows aren't steaming up in this place?
No, there's no windows. There's no glass.
Whoa!
It's just
Isn't
open
it
to the
crazy
night.
how the steam is still billowing in your bathroom? That's legitimate.
Yes. That's what's blowing his mind. Yeah.
And so God only knows what you have in store for us. So.
There's no glass. Yeah, it's like a Lovecraft story. All the last line's all in italics, and there was no glass in the windows. Whoa! Son of a bitch.
Cost a fortune to heat.
Yeah, their utility bills were through the roof. All right, so
I was eating.
yes, you were dining alone. You witnessed the little black cat,
The little black cat trying to do something, and I distracted him.
In the kitchen.
Right.
And then Vance was in the bathroom, the room of baths, along with Max. Correct?
Yes.
Bathhouse.
And our old friend.
Bath carriage. Bath carriage.
Karakov, yeah.
And then Karakov. That's right.
Yeah.
And then Padma.
Karakov came back.
Whoa!
We're in the tub with him.
Yeah, I know.
He's just sprawling nude, apparently.
Very envious.
Is he still at 90?
Yes.
He's richer than ever.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
You can see him in all his glory.
Oh yeah.
Glorious.
Talk about that texture.
Textures of evil. And then Padma was visiting with Alan, right?
Yes.
And in just
we were discussing their baggage.
in the dining car or in the
No, we were in the
forget.
sort of more of the like kind of lounge. Car.
That's right. What is it
They have,
called?
salon.
The saloon car.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
We're knocking a few back.
Yeah, you're talking about your baggage and getting your.
And talking about the jigsaw print.
Yes.
The
yes.
jigsaw piece. And so where's Lady Cynthia?
Maybe she's writing letters.
Okay, sure.
She can't relax until she gets that done.
All right.
Right back to her
So you're in your
crazy spouse and etc.
Crazy neglectful spouse.
yeah. So you're in your quarters.
Yeah, unless there's like another place where you can type.
There's a ladies' parlor.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun.
Lovely. Very botanical.
Perfect.
Very botanical. Nice.
Yeah, let's
Love
see.
houseplants.
The ladies' part, yeah, it is botanical. It's a garden of sweet flowers
Oh, how nice.
planted in filigreed tubs, between which scented fountains play,
Oh, that sounds
pleasant.
peaceful.
and a rack of bottles of ornate and curious liqueurs.
Be careful with the purple one.
Is it
The purple one, yeah.
oh.
Okay.
And there's also cream and jam-laced cakes and dainty six-pointed sandwiches on hand at all hours.
Whoa.
What's in the men's puppy dog tails?
Just lots of leather
Snips and snails.
Leather.
liquid
Yeah,
smoke.
leather daddy?
Yeah, just liquid smoke.
Leather.
It's like shark attack leather.
There's hookahs. And let's see, wine bottles, and haunches of venison, ribs of beef, and mighty loaves of brown bread.
Is that where?
What's their mustard
manly.
selection like?
Yeah, mustard. Exactly.
It actually says every condiment imaginable is available.
Yep.
So
Sort of mind-boggling.
it's like Korean barbecue. It's like boop, 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 you know.
Oh boy.
Can we trade the sandwiches for that?
Yeah, seriously.
Why do you think Padma's in the men's room? The men's room, men's saloon.
I'm here for the condiments.
Here for the mustard.
Come for the
Old enough,
condiments.
they don't care.
Stay for the conversation. That's right.
Right.
Okay, so you're writing letters in the ladies'
Yeah.
parlor. That's fine. And then something else that came up was just like, yeah, you can have baggage that you carry with you on this Dream Express.
Okay.
And it can be something that you want to get rid of. So if you ride the Dream Express all the way to the end, then you cast that baggage into the yawning gulf that's at the end of this line, and it destroys that part of your life forever.
So
Oh,
it
wow.
could be like a phobia, a bad memory,
Yep.
a fear of something, and
Something you just want to let go of.
anything though.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know.
something you collected, right?
Yeah.
And it's the Gulf of Noda.
That really
Snowden,
nasty
Gulf of Nodens, yeah.
Yeah.
itch that you haven't been able to.
Exactly.
Your herpes sores.
It's not a herpes sore, it's a rash. Mm-hmm.
That would be.
Oh, I don't want to know what the baggage for that would look like.
Vast.
Yeah,
I think vast.
Humorous.
So it's figurative baggage.
exactly. But
Okay.
it takes a physical form once you've conceptualized
Whoa, neat. Okay. Cool.
But do we have to battle with it and kill it and then dump it off the
it.
train?
No, you just ride the train to the end and throw it into this yawning, bottomless
All right.
chasm.
It
Yeah,
does require a successful dreaming roll though,
Okay.
in order to conjure it into.
that's right. In order to create it, you have to roll.
Good to know.
Alright, well, that's it.
That's the caveat.
Yeah, that's the problem. Alright.
All right, so you're all in various parts of the train
Yes.
as it lumbers to a stop in Dilethline at a train platform carved out of a solid block of some sort of obsidian type stone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my.
Plush.
So you can all see from your various perches down onto the platform. There are a variety of people debarking from people and cats debarking from the train.
Cats.
Ooh, do I spot the gray cat and the black kitten?
You can make a spot hidden roll.
I make it with hard success.
Hard is half or less, and extreme is 1/5 or less.
Yeah, hard success.
Hard success. Great. So you are positively certain that those two cats are not amongst the departing ones. There are others waiting to board. There is a tall, thin man with pale skin and dark hair, dressed in a somewhat archaic, like 18th century style, with lots of lace and ruffles. The most notable thing about him, apart from his stature, is the fact that his eyes are glowing yellow without pupils.
Oh, that's right.
Indeed.
He came onto the train.
This isn't the Duke, is it?
No,
No.
Okay.
not the Duke.
Not the Jigsaw Prince.
That dick.
That our soul.
Man.
Nearby to him, sort of wrapped up in their own conversation, are a group of half a dozen men and women. They are all, each one of them, examples of physical perfection. They are draped in these sort of luxurious toga-like garb. And, their hair is oiled and styled
wow.
and piled up. And there's a lot of like sort of what you might call decadent laughter,
That's
so
like,
forth.
Like he really bought?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, they have parasols even though it's nighttime. That kind of thing. Down at the other end of the platform, well away from everyone else, is a group of, let's see, half a dozen, also another half dozen, sort of exact opposites of the other party. They are creatures. They're not even people. They are blobs of slightly iridescent protoplasm in somewhat squat, hunched, vaguely humanoid forms. They have wide toad-like mouths. Periodically, a little, blowhole will open up somewhere on their form and emit a farting sound.
Okay.
But that
So
is
it's
the
like Jabba the Hutt.
tough.
a
Like
bit.
porous.
Yes, but jelly-like. Yes,
Jelly-like, okay.
That's a hard road to hoe.
that is. Apart from the occasional farting sound, that is the only noise they're making.
I'm thinking they'd make some weird moist smacking sounds as they're traversing along.
Well, yes, once they start moving, for
Yeah.
sure.
Slopping.
Yeah, schlepping sounds.
Yep, they leave a slopping, sticky noise, residue as they.
Alright.
So they're
noise
communicating with the fart noises? Is that what it seems to?
They seem random, the noises.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Must be a
That's a good
complex
question, though.
method of.
Well, you can all make spot hidden rolls,
Respiration.
actually.
Yeah, let's do
God.
this.
Yay!
Made it.
Difficult success.
I also made it.
Oh, I made it exactly.
All right. Those of you who made it can check your skill, and those of you who made it, notice that one of them does carry a small blue fuzzy thing. It looks like, remember koosh balls from back in the day?
Yes.
Looks like a blue koosh ball, but it has a big human-shaped mouth on it, and it's just carrying that. So,
Translator?
perhaps.
Oh.
Anyway, but the glowing-eyed fellow is the first to board the train, followed by the decadent delegation, and then lastly the strange jelly creatures.
Jelly suckers.
Yes, exactly.
Question: do the jelly creatures and the Romans have any communication between them, or are they completely recognize each other?
They actually, since you asked, make a psychology roll.
Very good question.
Fail.
Okay, they are not communicating with each other.
Okay.
Good question, though.
Excellent question.
All right. So, if you recall from last week, the train is going to be in the station for 2 hours.
Oh.
So, is there anything you guys want to do while you're there?
I'm going to explore a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to go out and just look. I just want to check out the station.
Oh, the station.
Curious,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I'm curious.
All right.
That's how I
I'll come
roll.
along with you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Let's see.
All right. So, so the two of you step out onto the platform. It is a mild, warm evening. The city of Dilathleen sort of looms over you like black-towered spires looking down at you. You definitely have the feeling you're being watched by many unseen eyes.
Oh.
Huh. Is that unsettling, or is it just like, this is...
It's up to you.
This is part of it. I think that's normal.
Okay.
Going into strange lands and having people stare at me, I'm used to it. Even in my own country. So,
True that.
so it just doesn't seem unusual. But are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lady Cynthia actually wants to keep an eye on you after last Laudanum thing.
Yeah, I might just be straight up tripping still. So
Yeah, exactly. And who knows where you might wander off.
I might leave home. No. No.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So,
You never get off on the first stop.
no. So, anyway, just checking it out.
Yeah.
So, are there like attendants and like what kind of a station is this? Is it like?
It's very empty and eerily quiet, actually.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go look outside the station, or?
Let's take a peek.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go look.
Okay.
And this is where it went wrong.
I don't care.
Just a peek.
Honestly, I'm nothing to. Whatever. This is what we're here to do.
Yep. Spirit of
We're here to
adventure.
explore this world, so I'm gonna go and check it out.
Okay. Padma, you are in conversation with Alan in the men's saloon.
We both might have dropped off for a nap, possibly. Highly likely,
Nice.
actually. But we're probably still talking, yes. I haven't seen him in how long? Decade?
Yeah. 20 years.
Plus, I'll never
Wow.
see him in the waking world again.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So you see the man with the glowing eyes step into the saloon and take a look around.
Thank you. What the fuck is this? This
What?
textures of evil.
It's like we're in Silent Hill.
No, this is the background music in the saloon.
Oh. No wonder why you guys
Okay,
listening to it. It's very relaxing.
Very soothing.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Big
Yeah.
fan of the ambient noise, progressive movement.
Moans and groans. People in pain.
The auto-tuned screams of the souls of the damned. It's very popular these
Top of the
days.
charts.
Yeah, I should just play Brian Eno's music for airports whenever you guys are in Dreamlands. All right, so...
Dude. That's perfect World of Darkness. I'm doing it.
What is that?
Happening.
Muzak? Is that?
No, it's like his version of music.
Yeah, no, he pioneered ambient music when he was laid up with he'd thrown his back out, and a friend came over, and when they were leaving, they're like, "Oh, you want me to put some music on?" He's like, "Yes, please." So they pressed play and then left without realizing that the volume was almost all the way down, and he couldn't move to go turn the volume up. So as he was lying there, he's like, "There's something to this. I can barely hear it, and yet I'm loving it." So.
have a couple of friends who do ambient
Uh-huh.
mute, and it's like you go to like one of their shows.
And it's just like,
It's surreal, especially like to have a group of people like watching.
yeah.
It's a
That's
really,
weird.
really
Yeah, that
bizarre
would be
social
weird.
experience.
No
Yeah, I
kidding.
view it as very singular because I
is,
love
right?
ambient
Yeah.
stuff, and it just helps me to calm down. But this does not.
No.
This is not calming me down.
Really, not even this weekend.
Slightly.
It's only mildly ominous.
Right.
No, she brings out the fan and knows she's.
Yes, I'm feeling
I say good day.
anxious.
Yeah.
Good day too.
You're punctuating
All right,
with the fan.
So we're okay. So they're in the saloon.
The glowing-eyed man is into the saloon.
He's entered the men's saloon.
The men's saloon. He is
Okay.
talking with Henri.
Oh.
You see an exchange occur.
Ooh.
The glowing-eyed man hands Henri a wine bottle, which Henri gracefully accepts and slips into his cloak.
That's an amazing cloak.
It is. It's
Roomy.
voluminous.
Roomy.
Voluminous.
Nice.
And let's see, in the bathhouse.
Can you just see him open it up though?
Okay, would you like a Merlot?
Yeah.
We haven't really tested the limits of Henri's service.
Capabilities.
Dude.
I think he just asked us what we wanted and then he just pull it right out.
Basically.
Yeah.
We need to
I want my
open it.
dignity back, Henri.
Yeah.
Andre thinks you should make it to the end of the night.
So in the bathhouse, it's Max and Vance and Karakov.
Oh man, yeah.
And so and then you can hear the decadent laughter approaching.
Oh, here they come.
And
Filling up the room.
the party enters and one of the women says, "Oh, I've been dying for a bath."
Wait a mo!
And they all begin slipping off their togas.
Whoa! Why?
Wait, those ladies with them too?
3 men and 3 women.
Oh.
Yep.
It's not
they're
like
just
a
perfect.
few rap parties
Yes.
that I've been to.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, totally.
You're like, it's another night in Hollywood. I don't know what you're talking
Am
about.
I right? Alright.
Zing. And yeah, they all just immediately descend down into the large communal tub, but kind of on the far end.
Well, of course, they don't want to, they don't want to look at the ugly people over here.
Well, yeah, they're kind of giving you guys curious looks, but sort of exclusionary at the same time.
What about Karakov?
He's hot.
Yeah.
Well, Vance has a good appearance too.
Yeah, what's Vance's
Yeah.
appearance?
80.
80.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite good.
Yeah, but these people, I'm guessing they're over 100.
Right.
110, 130
they might
max.
be.
Hey, everyone maxes at 99.
Every human maxes at 99.
Good point.
Yeah.
Alright. So they're just like in this tub. They're all together.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get out and get my things back on.
The whole bath's been ruined.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
over for me.
This is a boys' club. What is this?
Yeah, what is this crap?
God only knows what those ladies are bringing into the soup. I gotta get out.
In quotes, and then underneath, overheard at Ojo Caliente. All right,
Oh.
so as you're angrily toweling off.
I am angrily toweling off.
I've been there. I know what that's like. Oh.
Yeah, they're kind of watching you, and one of the ladies says, "So many dreamers on this train."
Dreamers?
Yes.
So, where are our things? Are they in a separate, like a locker room area, or
Like in terms of what things?
where's my clothes?
Your clothes are there. They're there.
Are they in a pile?
Walking down the
And then
halls.
I imagine they've magically appeared folded.
Yes.
Karakov's stuff is
It's there.
there. Wonder what he's got in his pockets.
Ooh.
You don't have to guess. It's all right there. But you mean literally his
I
pocket.
want to know if he's got what the hell's going
What's he
on. Why is he
packing?
here? Yeah. Hey-oh!
Well, we saw that. Now let's get back to his pockets.
Yes.
Back 95, what do you think he's packing?
Nice face.
Sometimes you're surprised.
Son of a bitch.
And then the table is silent.
Everyone's quiet.
Oh.
Alright.
It's a familiar silence.
It is.
No,
It
it's a
is.
good one.
It's a good one. Just contemplative silence.
Think about Ash versus Evil Dead again. All right, so the show that's not afraid to
Show
show
everything.
a giant pierced penis. All right, so
Oh my.
How's Spartacus?
sleight of hand roll
All right.
if you want to rifle his stuff. Well, it is stars, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all.
Oh my god. I have a 15.
No, I don't make it.
I thought I had one for eyeball.
okay, I'm going to give him a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Oh. So are you rooting through his...
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
But everything's piled together, so you can
Yeah,
do
like
my glass.
glass.
I thought they were mine. Sorry. Yeah.
I believe I do.
Exactly, yeah.
You always just say that you mistook the
Yeah,
It
yeah.
writes itself.
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Right to himself.
All right, so he gets up out of the bath. He's like, I say there, those are my clothes.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so pardon me, and I'll just make a big show of it, you know, show of like, oh yes, these aren't my pants. Oh,
That's a jacket, Max.
thank you, Vance. Thank you.
So,
Oh.
okay, so as you're holding his clothes up, you can tell there's nothing in the pockets.
All right,
It's just
very good.
clothes. All right, so Vance, you're still in the bath. The resigned sigh.
Everyone's leaving.
So you note that one of the men in the delegation is kind of looking at you, and he actually like gives you a little salute, a jaunty little wave.
He's a fan of your films.
Yeah, like he gets this all the time.
You are not safe anywhere.
Nope.
I'll give a nod back in
Oh, boy.
an amicable sort of way.
All right,
Okay.
The dance begins.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
get started here.
and so one of the ladies says, "Why don't you come join us?"
Oh.
How pleasant. Thank you for the invitation, and I will join them.
All right,
All right.
so you sort of
How discreetly do you make your way over there?
I mean, they didn't trump it any more discreetly than.
no.
No.
Yeah, so I'll
Just curious.
Well, I mean, is it probably
Is it probably
if I
gonna send
stand
Max
up,
just
does it go
watching
to
you
like
tromp around?
like my waist? Or,
There's kind of like seating, underwater seating. So if you slip off that, then it's like kind of chest height.
Yeah, you scoot.
Oh, there you go.
so I'll just sort of like
Yeah, just...
sort of like swim walk over.
Swim walk, tiptoe.
Yeah.
All right, very well. So yeah, you approach this group and see them up close. Their skin is perfectly tanned.
course.
They've rubbed some sort of oil into their skin, so it has a sheen about it. Both the men and women are heavily coal-blacked eyes.
I see.
Oh.
And so they introduce themselves as delegates from the city of Sarnath.
I heard about a demon that came there once. Delegates from the city of Sarnath. Well, hello, I'm Vance Victorson, a delegate from the city of Hollywood.
Well done, sir.
Very good, very good.
Hollywood, I've never heard of it. Well,
What?
I am. What are you? It's a city where dreams are made.
He didn't start you. Man destroyed.
I am.
Hopes.
I am Theofed. This is my associate Amor. That's
Amor?
that's one of the men.
Okay.
And Caramel. That's the other man.
Yummies. Delicious.
The woman who spoke to you introduces herself as Ibex.
Ibex.
And introduces her associates as Dulce and Besweet.
Wow.
And Besweet.
Could they just be any more twee? What kind of hipster Burning Man shit is this?
I don't know, but in about, say about 80 years, we're going to be thinking of those as like stripper names.
Welcome to the stage, Dulce.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Followed by
the
Besweets. All right, well, it's wonderful to meet all of you.
It's too real.
This bath is just so
We can't laugh.
revitalizing. What is, you said you come from a city called Sarnath.
Yes, indeed. We're on our way to meet with King Kuranes.
King Kuranes, where does he reign over?
Oh, he's one of the great rulers of our lands. He has his own city, but he'll be He'll be meeting us in the city of Sonanile.
Sonanile. Interesting.
Yes, it's a matter of some importance to our city. And as he's saying that, the curtain parts, and you hear this flopping and flapping
I was wondering when we were going in.
Yes. Okay.
and gooping sounds.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
And a chill runs through the collected Sarnathian delegates, who all pointedly ignore the toad-like jelly
Slurping.
creatures that are now making their way
Glorping.
through the car.
Oh my.
Henri is with them,
Nice.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
and he says, "Right this way. Your chambers await." And so they kind of slap their way through and head out through the exit on the far side of the bathhouse.
Wow. Dreamlands Express takes all kinds, doesn't it?
Yes, unfortunately so.
Where did they hail from?
Well, that's the nature of our delegation.
Oh.
You see, we have some business with those creatures.
Are they from Sonanile?
No,
Oh, I see.
no, they are not.
No.
And the less said about them, the better. Although, and so
They got a sly look on their faces.
they get a slight look on their faces. Let's see. Hello. Where are you? There we go. So Theophed turns to Caramel and says, "I say, do you still have that? Do you still have that walking stick with the hook at the end?"
Oh.
And Caramel says, "Why, yes, of course I do.
That sounds like a terrible thing to bring to a bathhouse.
Yeah.
It's in my luggage."
Hey! Oh my God! Don't be so rude.
Walking stick with a hook at the end. That's
Oh no!
It's okay.
curious.
It's normal.
And he says, I have a
He's just sweet.
I have a notion for a little prank we can play.
No, this is gonna go bad.
These a-holes.
Yep.
I say, Mr. Victorson, Mr. Hollywood, would you help us in this? You see, these creatures, they'll be on the lookout if we were to do something of this nature.
I see.
We just need you to help us out a little bit. It'll be ever so much fun.
Ooh.
It'll be quite a larf.
1923. How racist is Vance Victorson?
That's a good question. Borderline.
Roll a d10 on a 1 to 9.
How
Very.
xenophobic are you?
Yeah.
How
On a
xenophobic?
10,
Yeah.
not that much.
Xenophobic, but I
On a 10, surprisingly progressive.
Roll it.
yeah. This is xenophobia. Like
Xenophobia.
Yeah.
More xenophobic.
Alright, so. That's a 9.
So close. So close.
So close to being very progressive.
Yes,
Slime creatures may not make the cut, though.
that's right.
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
true.
inhuman, but
Yeah. So what's the nature of this prank?
Well, we just need you to take Caramel's walking stick and go into the private chamber where these things are being secreted and fish one out for us
what?
Fish one what?
With the hook?
with the hook.
This hook one.
Yes,
An actual creature?
just hook it out. Just get in there and root it out.
Ew.
Like a booger.
Yeah, knitting needles.
Not sure where the fun comes in.
Oh, you'll see.
I think, can I do like a psychology roll or something to make sure that I'm not being like the butt of this prank?
Ooh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Making it about you.
Yeah, that's legit.
That's a weird way to deflect.
Yep.
Good.
I make it at a dream success.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, you're pretty sure they're on the level with you. They're just trying to pull some sort of prank here. So
I see. Well, as long as I'm not the butt.
Pranking in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm totally going to be not invited back on the Dreamlands Express.
By the way, I'll need sanity rolls from everyone for seeing these jelly creatures.
Oh, you see, that would have done
Now
it.
you.
See, if I make the sanity, then...
I'm gonna hold it off for a really inopportune
Oh
moment.
my. Yeah, that's
Better make
a,
it
like
that's a 91 on the sanity for these guys.
That's a no. That's
I'm
a no
down.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I rolled
no.
99.
These
Yeah.
things are...
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
97.
I just
97.
97?
Yeah.
Oh, these things are an abomination.
70
Yeah.
something.
You missed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
Vance.
curious now.
Yes, come on.
All right. Wow. Okay. This is bad. This is disastrous. All right. So Max, you lose 1.
All right.
Vance, I rolled Max for you, so you lose 6.
Oh, shit.
And then you two fumbled your sand rolls, which means you
Yeah.
automatically lose 6.
Wait, how do we fumble? How do we fumble?
96 to 100.
Is a fumble on a sand roll.
I just
What did we lose? What did we lose?
You just failed.
I just
6?
You just
I
failed.
lose 6?
You lose 6 and
damn it.
3 for Padma.
All right, so for...
So I need idea rolls from Lady Cynthia, from Dottie, and from Vance.
yeah, Vance.
Ideas?
Idea roll. I make it.
made
Oh,
it.
wait, no. I fail. Wait, no, do I fail? Yes, I totes fail.
I failed.
You failed. Good. Cynthia,
it.
you made it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is the problem. Educating women, they start thinking.
Yes, I know. Horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah.
All right. So Lady Cynthia gains 5 points in Cthulhu Mythos. That's the good news.
Oh, good.
Here is your consolation prize.
Yeah.
Basically,
Barely.
Okay.
good thing you stepped out with a companion, or otherwise your fate would be in my hands.
So now your fate is in my hand. No. So we see these things, and you're just like,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I just freak
she
out.
failed her idea roll.
I failed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
As did I.
So I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever, blobs.
Yeah, that's kind of just strange.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little more dead inside having seen them, but otherwise I'm fine.
I feel more dead inside.
All right. So for Cynthia, your upper class
Yeah.
British breeding takes over,
Right.
and you just faint dead away.
Oh,
I catch her,
okay.
I catch
Yeah.
I can catch
Yeah.
her, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Ooh.
These things are so disgusting. It's just beyond.
The smell.
Yeah,
is so
I can't bear
it. So I'm gonna wave her.
Oh yeah, they smell
The fan,
too.
the fan.
They smell.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave. I have a fan. No,
The smell is sort of like petroleum and sulfur mixed together.
Oh, I was about to say petroleum, not so bad, I guess, but at the
Sulfur
gas
is
station's
petroleum.
bad. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like tar or.
If petroleum went rancid, this is what it would smell.
Woo.
Okay, so I do happen to have smelling salts on me because I have my laudanum and I gotta. I'm going way down. I gotta get back up again. So I have my salts. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to revive her a little bit. Okay.
Okay. On my image.
Them's the facts.
All right, so yeah, you
work?
bring her back around
Okay.
after about a minute or so.
Okay. Are you okay?
What was that?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking. What are you talking about? Which thing?
The creatures.
Which we've seen so many creatures. I don't even know which one you're talking about at this point.
Oh, never mind.
Just sit here.
I guess
I'll get you
so.
some water. So I want to go and find a place where I can get her some water in the station.
It's just a platform.
Oh, it's just a platform? You said it was a station.
Well, it's a station platform. It's a platform station.
There's
All
no
right, let's
retail.
get back on the train.
Okay, I need a glass of wine.
Yeah, let's go back. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're gonna head back on the train.
Yeah, ladies' parlor. We could
Yes.
furnish.
Yeah.
Is
Drink
there
the
wine?
purple stuff.
And a sunny D for you. So basically, we'll go into the ladies' salon or saloon. And what,
Parlor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
parlor. What do you? Well, they have so many different things here. Something should be wine-like, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some equivalent of Pinot.
Something, yeah.
Yes.
Good luck with
I'll settle for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Good luck, you say. Why don't you make a luck roll
Oh, yeah.
as you select a vintage?
Oh.
I'm not selecting it. I don't need it.
Oh, you're letting Lady Cynthia select it?
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
then
I'll roll.
make
Okay.
a luck roll.
Because you expressed
Alright.
your desire for wine. So
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
know anything.
That's true.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh!
So yeah, you find a nice. It's not a wine per se. Well, it's like a dessert wine, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, like so.
So it does the trick.
It does the trick.
Okay.
It's fortifying and restorative.
Good.
Excellent.
Okay, so you have been handed You have been handed a 5-foot-long stick with a little crook on the end, you know? And so,
Let's take you back to vaudeville.
Yeah, exactly.
basically.
This is from the Toga people?
Yes.
They just had
So you're out of the bath, you're in your clothes, and so Ibex is saying, okay, now, what you do, Mr. Hollywood, is just go out that way and go into the baggage room and look for a hatch in the floor. And open the hatch and stick it down in there and just root it around until you get something and pull it out.
Oh my god. Now,
I was actually kind of hoping Vance would have to do all this nude. Like,
well, I didn't have time.
If they were pranking him.
Yeah,
maybe.
they were.
Oh no, you have to do it nude.
Yeah, you absolutely have to be
That's the whole
naked.
fun of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll see you if you put clothes on.
Yeah. No.
oh my god.
So you lost 6 sand. You didn't go crazy, but it's fair to say you were like choking back vomit.
Yeah,
These things-
there's like a lasting
bile.
Bile,
Yeah.
Lingering.
There's a lingering disgust
Yeah.
directed at these creatures.
In fact, a bit might have actually spilled out over your lip and gone down your chin before
Yeah.
you quickly wiped it off.
That was so graphic.
6 points of sanity. Come on.
All right.
yeah, I managed to swallow my bile and keep my sanity, but those things disgust me.
Yeah.
All right,
So.
give me the stick. Don't give me the stick.
Yep.
All right. So you walk into the baggage carriage, correct?
Are they with me or is it just me?
It's just you, baby.
I don't get the prank. I guess I'll get it, when it happens, but I don't think I'll like it.
Bring it back would be the final bit of it.
I see.
Bring it back.
Bring the blob
The
back.
thing back. Yes.
The thing.
What are they going to do with it?
I don't know.
No, this is cruel.
We're gonna find out.
We're in the ladies' saloon.
And
so
don't even know.
Is it cruel?
They're
Yes.
not-
Let's say
it's
yes, it
horribly
is.
cruel.
Do we know why they don't like them? Just saying. Maybe they're reasons.
The whole thing is gross.
Yep.
I don't know, but I'm going to impress my new pretty friends by doing it.
Okay.
It's the last things I say.
Okay.
All right, so there's the hatch.
And he was never seen again. All right, so you head into this carriage. Unlike the kind of more passenger-oriented carriages, this one does not have any open, window type things. It's just solid walls. It is lit with paraffin lamps hanging from the ceiling, and there's just all sorts of stuff in here. There's, of course, baggage, like luggage, right? But there's like crates. There are just items scattered everywhere, and a lot of them look like they've been here for a long time.
Oh.
Like it was baggage that was checked and then never picked up.
Wow. Okay.
So you spot a withered arrangement of dried flowers in a vase sitting on top of a trunk, for example. Wending your way through, you see a pile of typewritten manuscript that might be like somebody's draft of a novel or something. Scattered across the floor, the carpets.
I see.
You see a deflated soccer ball.
Dreams. Right there.
You see an empty baby's bassinet.
Man. Just get to the hatch. Jesus, you're depressing everybody.
So how big are these things?
They're life size.
No,
Like
what's
size-
life size? Is it?
Wait, what?
is it
Oh, the
human
things you're
size?
seeing, or the
The things I'm fishing out.
oh, I thought they were like a scale model of a bassinet.
That's a minis painter.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
giant
they're
in this
1/60th scale.
room. Yeah.
They are actually slightly larger than human size.
Oh man.
How much do they weigh? Like,
You're gonna find it.
They're like size 60 to 70. So
Right.
yeah,
he's disgusted.
they're like disgusting Hershey's Kisses.
Oh.
Wait, are they brown?
Yeah,
I didn't see
You didn't
that.
say
a
that.
brown jelly,
You said they
No.
were like iridescent and
Right.
brownly iridescent,
I did not see those brown.
like me neither.
It's like a green.
You said ectoplasm.
greenish brown. Yeah,
All right.
earth
Jabba the
tone,
Hutt color,
kind of.
Earth
Yeah,
tone, sure.
yeah, earth
but
tone.
with iridescence.
Yeah, with shimmering jelly-like
Like a reptile.
iridescence.
God, why isn't there like a self-preservation skill?
In this game,
That's a
people would
great
overuse
point.
it.
Yeah. No one would ever do anything.
Yeah.
Hammering on that.
Just go for the gold.
Goodbye, Vance. All right, flipping open that hatch.
All right, so you find the hatch at the end of the baggage carriage.
Yeah.
You flip it open. So it's like a wooden hatch. There's carpeting all around it, sort of framing it. But you can see that the hatch is actually set into the flesh of the creature that constitutes the train carriage.
Oh.
And so you flip this hatch open, and then underneath it, there's just this kind of like anus-like passage leading into the creature.
Wait.
Wait, so it's a natural fissure though.
Yes. Yes.
It's not like they carved it out.
No.
They just have like nicely framed.
Yes. They just put a hatch over it.
Okay.
Yeah. Put a hatch on it.
Front ring
Yeah.
booty hole.
I'm writing that down.
So
You're like,
Vance has to.
Question?
yeah.
Yes, you.
Vance has to stick this cane
Yes.
shepherd's
Into the.
into an anus
Yes.
and fish out a slimy creature.
Yes. This is your life now.
Maybe you are the butt of a joke.
I think it. Yeah.
This just doesn't feel right.
I hope it's long enough you don't have to get your arm in.
Oh. Get a
And
glove.
what
Get
if
some
what
gloves.
if you irritate it? What would it do?
So,
Oh, can the creatures make noise? What if it makes like a sad noise?
Like, oh,
Sad knowing.
Sad.
might be uncomfortable.
It has to be fun because those things got down there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but they were soft.
They're soft and squishy.
Yeah, that's so different.
They're natural suppositories.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Go, Vance, go.
oh my God.
Before it expels something.
Well,
Before it expels something.
Exactly, it's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
look.
Oh.
Oh,
Down it
All right.
goes.
down the
Anderson.
All right.
staff goes.
Make a luck roll for me, please. Mr. Luck.
Is he gonna get sucked in? Is he gonna get sucked in?
Oh!
Of course, I'm gonna get sucked in.
And then it closes when he's halfway down.
I like my
so it's
luck.
like Peter. Oh, good.
Close one.
Wow. All right, so you don't have to get elbow deep into it. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the crook goes into the anus.
Who wrote this shit?
It's about half written and half me. So
Oh God.
Yay! Focus storytelling. Anus thing is possible.
that's right.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Don't be sorry. Just be yourself. Someone else.
Oh, still good. Still good.
All right, so the crook goes in, and you feel it. You feel that hook hit something right away, and you give it a good yank, and up comes one of these creatures just bobbing at the end of the stick. Which is like bending slightly, and it's just looking at you completely impassively.
Yeah.
It just blinks a couple times, and then like a kind of comes out of one of its.
It's time to go. Let's do this.
are you like walking down the hall with like holding it out?
Dead or alive or whatever the fuck you are, you're coming with me.
Wait, it's like bigger than you, but you just have
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you drag
So
it?
he's having you're having to hold it with two hands, and yeah, it's like a good couple 100 pounds
Damn.
on the end of the stick.
Off.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I'm not that buff.
you know, you're sort of just using the leverage as best you can.
Yeah, so I'll just.
My God.
Maybe
treat it like
panic
a-
and disgust.
What is it hooked on?
I've already
There's
reached
a little
max
crook,
sand loss for
you
these
know,
guys.
and
I
it
can't
just-
use anymore.
It just hooked the jelly.
Okay,
it hooks the
so
jelly.
directly into the jelly.
It's
hasn't
directly into the
pierced it, though.
jelly.
It hasn't pierced.
No, it doesn't appear to have pierced it, but it's just exuding some sort of slime that's like running down the stick. So as you're carrying
What
it,
color? What color is slime? What color is the slime?
the slime is a brown slime, kind of translucent brown.
Oh God!
Yeah.
All right, let's
And
go.
it's just running down the stick and like over your hand,
Oh
and like down your forearm.
no! Let's go!
Feel like is it warm
Oh,
or cold?
it's warm.
And disgusting, and my flesh starts melting off. And
It's like warm silicone.
It actually feels good. It actually feels good.
let's go! Come on! Come on!
No, it's revolting. It's revolting.
It's disgusting. Let's go.
So I'll need a
Ooh,
con
I wonder
roll.
how long it's gonna take to get the smell off of you.
Oh God, no.
Have to share
Oh,
cameras,
no.
man.
No.
Oh no.
Oh my God. When
Yeah, so that bile's coming right back up.
Do you vomit all over onto your own hands?
Yeah, probably.
You can't vomit
Yeah.
in front of your gorgeous new friend.
What?
Get it out here.
I got it for you.
Gotta get it up now.
Right into the bath. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right.
Dunk it in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
I
gonna
would
do.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. All right. So can I start dragging it behind me or what?
You can do that if you want, yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's take this thing to the baths.
Okay.
This is rich. A rich tapestry.
This is a rich tapestry.
Talk about the textures.
Look,
Easily
just-
the lowest point of my role playing.
Just-
Yeah, it is.
That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
Your night, put on a dress.
No, this is nothing.
I'm thinking
compared
about
to
the
that.
stuff that Dave went through, though. Dave was pretty low.
Yeah, when Dag had to put a dress on after Lancelot kicked his ass.
Yeah, that's what Jane said. Yeah.
This is
Okay,
getting
it's
close.
bad. It's bad. All right.
Someone
all right.
This is getting close, and it's not over yet.
No, I know. That's true. That's true.
And just so you know, I'm not picking on you. It says the Sarnathians will be attracted to the person with the highest app in the party.
God damn it, Karakov!
Did Karkov leave?
But he's
Well,
not.
he's not
Oh
in
yeah,
the party.
He's not in the party, and also he did leave.
All right.
Well, no, he didn't get off the train, but he
He left the
He
baths.
left.
All right,
Yeah,
let's do this thing.
we'll get to Max in a second.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, you left the bathhouse, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You lucky fucker.
At least there's no one that you know to bear witness to this disgusting,
Exactly.
horrifying
Except
moment.
all of you.
Well,
Our characters know.
Our characters
Yeah.
don't know.
We'll be able to travel with,
No, we'll tease you about
no.
this.
All
in a
right.
couple years,
This is a
so-
private.
Yeah. Let's get to
This
the
is a private
baths.
shame.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening here.
Private shame.
Shame should be.
Oh.
She should be. No, we will tease you about this in the years.
Years to come.
Private
But
shaming.
seriously, like in a couple of campaigns from now, I'm gonna flip back
Shaming
and be
from
like,
a-
booty hole.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Come on. Keep going. I wanna
Yes.
hear
Okay.
results.
Take it to the limit.
Also, I'll need a strength roll,
One
please.
more time.
I make it.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
So
Good man.
heaving and
Dragging
retching,
and retching and
retching.
crying.
You
Crying.
crying, tears running down your cheeks.
It smells so bad.
You come back.
So ashamed.
Yeah.
You come back into the bath carriage, and they all clap delightedly at your entrance, like, "Oh, wonderful! We knew you could do it.
Oh God. Where do you want this thing?
Oh, terrific! Thank you so much, sir. This is just."
And they all get up and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So they said, "Just follow us, please." So they start traipsing off out of the bathhouse
Are they
towards the sleeping cars.
Must be nude.
No, they're in their togas again.
Oh,
They
God.
dressed while he was away.
Yep.
Guess
Yeah.
so.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Continuing.
All right. So you move into through the.
Dripping on the carpet.
Yep, it's dripping on the carpet.
It's okay. The tentacles will be wiping up right behind it.
Yes, that's fine. And so you go into the first sleeping car.
No.
No!
Not my duvet.
and they're sort of counting doors, and they say, "I think this is the one. Yes, yes, yes." And so they said, "Just in here, then." And so they kind of let you come up to the curtained entryway, and they say, "Just give it a good heave in here."
All right. I'll.
Wait, why did they want you to do it again?
No idea.
Okay.
You had no idea.
I know, like they said they'd be suspicious, but if they were down a butthole, like they couldn't.
Yeah.
And they're with you now, and the creature sees them,
Yep.
right?
Everybody's aware.
Yeah.
So another strength roll, please.
Horribly,
That thing.
horribly aware.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually extreme success.
Oh
Whoa!
man.
All right. So the power of your revulsion propels you.
I'm just like, ready to get rid of this thing.
Yeah. And you actually kind of whip it, and it flies off the hook, and just splatters right into the corner of the chamber and sticks there. Oh. And it's just kind of blinking down at all of you impassively.
Impassively? Passive blinking.
Yeah.
Well, I can't make it. Can it make an expression?
Yeah, that's no.
If it can, it hasn't so far.
Yeah.
It's into it. It likes this. It likes what's
It's into it.
It's into it.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
And so
Friends.
so Theophed, who has this like devilish look on his face, grabs the stick out of your hand and rushes into the chamber and starts jamming it up further into the into the corner of the roof of the ceiling.
Oh my god.
And so it's just like spread out like a sticky booger up into the corner.
Why? Whose room is this? Is this my room?
You were the butt of the joke all along.
I had to crit the psychology to make sure I wasn't the
That's
butt.
right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then once he's done that, they're all run off hooting with laughter down the passageway.
I'm gonna go back to the baths and get cleaned up.
Yes, you do need a bath.
I'm gonna cry in the bath for a little while.
Feels so used.
All right, so Max, you departed the bath
I did.
house before all this happened.
Yes. Do we have any idea what time of day it is?
It is darkest of darkest midnights.
Actually, yeah.
So I'll go back. I went back to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to the cabin to have a rest.
Okay, very well.
Nice.
Dorothy and Lady Cynthia, you guys have gotten on the
They were in the ladies' saloon.
into
Yes.
the ladies' saloon. So Cynthia,
some
you're starting to
refreshments.
feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And just as you're starting to feel better,
Here comes the creatures.
Yeah.
You get back into your room, and
What is that?
no, another woman comes into the saloon, the parlor, and she's wearing like kind of Elizabethan garb. She looks very severe. Her face is
High
almost
collar and all that.
yep,
Okay.
rough and
Interesting.
little heart-shaped head covering, and yep, she looks older. Her face is very skull-like. The skin is stretched back over her
so
bones.
Creepy.
Yeah.
She has dark shadowed eyes, and she's clutching a heart-shaped valise.
Heart shaped. Mm-hmm. How? Okay.
So she sees the two of you and kind of narrows her eyes at the two of you, but then seems to be thinking about whether to stay or not. She's sort of hesitating.
Why don't you join us?
Oh, you're so kind, Dottie.
Why don't you make a charm roll?
Oh God. Oh, I make it. Why don't you join us? Wow. 10 out of 15.
Nice.
Oh.
So she narrows her eyes at you, but she does not leave. She doesn't join you, but she heads over to the rack of liqueurs and pours herself one.
So I'm gonna go up to her. Mm-hmm. Which one are you trying? Which one did you try, Lady Cynthia?
Oh, this one.
Okay. Which one are you trying?
She turns to you and says, "You'll forgive me if I'm being curt, but I am not here for conversation. However, the fact that there are only ladies in this ladies' parlor is the only reason I have stayed. I hope neither of you." When she kind of like looks, you see her look down to your left ring finger. She says, "Good. Not married, I see.
No.
Make sure it stays that way.
Why?
Whoa.
Man will only tear your heart out and burn it."
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Anybody?
Am I wrong? Okay. All right. Well.
Well, I can't say you're wrong there, my dear. Cheers to that. And then,
You knock one
Just
back.
sure.
isn't Lady Cynthia married?
yes.
Yeah,
Lady
exactly.
Cynthia have a...
Yeah, but they're not.
He's
He's
damaged.
Yeah,
He's had some problems.
can't get him to talk.
Yeah.
He's had some
Yeah.
issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not
Since the
wearing
war.
any visible sign that you're married?
Oh, she is. Yeah.
But she agrees. But she can agree with the sentiment.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
All right. And in the men's
Yes.
saloon.
Amongst the mustards.
Amongst the mustard.
Hey!
The two napping people. The two napping conversationalists.
The glowing-eyed gentleman enters and has a seat and pours himself some wine and begins to sip it thoughtfully. You're like, I really don't want to expose myself to any possible things like what Vance went through.
Yep.
Can't be as bad as mine.
Who knows?
Pretty gnarly.
Only one way to find out.
Yes.
Good evening. Is this your first time on the Dreamlands Express?
Oh, no. I travel much along this route. My line of work demands it. Mironim Mir at your service.
Oh, well, the pleasure is mine. I must admit it is my, well, I suppose second time aboard the train. But I am quite excited to see where it goes. Are you from these lands?
About, yes. Here and there.
Do you have any suggestions for stops along the way? I know I've heard dreadful things about Diethlin, but I haven't heard much about the stops to come.
Oh, yes. No, this is not the sort of city you want to wander around in.
So I hear.
Yes, but further along the line are perfectly lovely stops. I'm always partial to the city of Zar myself.
But can you tell me about Zar?
Zar. To look out over the sea from its lordly terraces of verdure is one of the most capital experiences I can think of, particularly if you have a good glass of wine in hand.
Oh, well. Any local vintages you recommend?
Well, I'm personally partial to a particular vintage made by the Cerubians, who live alongside the banks of the nameless lake.
Oh.
Sadly, it's becoming hard to find these days.
Yes, well, aren't all good things?
Yes, they do pass in time.
Excellent wine.
And so the train begins to move.
All right.
Max, you're in your chambers. You can hear a lady's voice from out on the platform calling out.
Ooh.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'll go to the window and look.
You see a young woman, probably about your age. She has golden hair that was, piled in a very elaborate dew that is coming undone as she's running alongside the platform, trying to catch up to the train. She's wearing basically like a duster style coat, that's flowing out behind her. You can see that her feet are clad in silk slippers.
Do I have any chance of stopping this train? I don't think I do.
No.
No.
Quick, find that hook!
Yeah.
But
It will never be clean again.
Yeah, you traumatized him.
clean. All right. But as you're watching, you see a tentacle extend from the side of the train and gently wrap around her waist and begin lifting her up, and is lifting her towards your
Window?
cabin.
All right, I'll open the window.
No glass. Remember.
Oh, that's
all over.
right.
The curtains.
Yes, but you can pull the curtain aside.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, and it just deposits her. Yeah. So
Cool.
she she rolls a couple times and then pops up, and she's like, woof.
I put on my robe while all this is happening. I was in my pajamas.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
So she pops up and she says, "Oh, I didn't think I would make it."
You just made it then. Congratulations.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Let me catch my breath.
Okay.
Oh. And so she takes her coat off, and she's wearing basically like a stereotypical harem girl outfit.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's like semi-transparent balloon pants.
Yeah.
You know.
It's Dream of Genie.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Very, very nice, high quality silk and pearls woven into the fabric.
Fanciful for sure.
Yeah. And a very distinctive perfume that tickles your nose.
Oh. Well, do I recognize it as anything?
No.
No, I don't.
But it's like that's the thing is you don't recognize it
I don't
as
recognize
anything.
But it's pleasant.
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll introduce myself. I'll say, hello. I was just having a snooze. I'm Max Mallowan.
Shusha.
Jusha.
Care to spell that?
X-I.
ZSUSZA.
That does not help.
Repeat, yeah.
ZSUSZA.
XS.
ZS.
ZS.
US.
US.
ZA.
ZA.
Jusha.
Is that all there is to the name?
Yes.
Yes.
Shasha.
I didn't think I'd get away from the eyes of Dilatline.
Oh.
The eyes?
Oh, yes. They're everywhere.
Oh, and you wanted to get away from them.
Well, the the prince, you see, he wanted more than just my dancing. And so
What a cad.
so I told him no. And then the turbaned men of the black galleys were following me.
Ooh.
And the eyes were always on me. So I thought I should get away.
Yeah. Let's go for a refreshing drink.
I think that's a capital idea.
All right. So I'm going to stay in my bathrobe and go with her.
All right.
Cool.
Step out into the hall.
Yeah.
Don your slippers and on your way.
What is this odd smell?
This odd yet pleasant smell.
Well,
Well, no,
the perfume
it's
is mixing with the rancid
residue.
Yeah.
Residue.
It tickles and burns.
My favorite combination. says one of the Sarnathians. Yeah. Oh, what must that be like?
No.
Jambe, pour some of that chili sauce on me. All right.
Chili sauce.
Yes.
So, no matter where you all are on the train,
There's a pervasive odor.
It's fun.
there's that.
There's a
Also, you begin to hear like a rhythmic booming noise, like it's just reverberating.
Oh, that's not.
What have I done?
That's not good.
And then the train begins to shake,
Oh, that can't be good.
and everything begins
It
to
just has
blur.
indigestion.
Yeah.
Everything begins to blur, and then you all start to wake up.
Oh no, Shusha, I hardly knew ya.
And and yeah, you're all on board the Orient Express.
No.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. It's fine.
It's all right. Okay. All right. Padma says it's okay.
Picks up where it leaves off.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, well.
So where are we? Are we all in the
We're in our
dining?
books.
In our beds.
Yeah.
Oh,
In our
okay,
cabins?
yeah, that's right. If we
You
went
are
up-
in your respective cabins.
Okay.
Cynthia and Dorothy.
Yeah, we're together.
Max and Vance, and then
Padma.
Padma,
Padma's
Duncan.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to like run to Padma's room and be like,
Yeah.
what was it?
Yeah,
What happened?
Whoa,
I demand an explanation.
Right. And she's.
Does Van still smell like
fine.
No,
No.
you're fine.
That's good news.
See, we don't. Nobody
Fine
knows
is
what
a relative
happens.
No, we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. What
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, we remember what happened, right?
Well, yeah, but
Of course.
but you don't.
You
we
do,
don't
but
know.
we don't know about
We
the.
don't know about your situation, so.
yeah.
Your
So-
prank.
Are you gonna keep it that way?
Sticky.
There's only one person I'm telling about this.
Collier's magazine. That's a no.
Dear life in these United States. A funny thing happened in the Dreamlands today.
I'll write it. I swear to God, I will write it. I will write it. Anyway, so yeah, so
All right, so
Cynthia, okay.
you're all in your respective quarters.
right.
So you left Lausanne at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
You were getting some sleep. Your blinds probably drawn, I would imagine.
Yes.
But you notice in the margins around your blinds that it is pitch dark outside.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Now you were due in Milan at noon, so it's absolutely pitch dark.
What time
Do we
is
miss
it?
Milan?
Check our
There's
Panicky.
there's a banging on the doors. That's what that noise is.
Oh,
So the
okay.
banging is coming through.
All right.
On all
And-
of our doors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's voices, saying something in Italian, basically.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
ladies
So
and gentlemen.
We're here?
I don't know.
We can't be.
We're here at midnight in Milan.
So the train is in motion.
It's in motion.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna jump
That
to
was-
our door and
Yeah.
You wanted
Who
to
is
check
it?
your
I wanted to check my
your
clock,
watch.
my
Okay.
watch.
So there's a little like recessed wall
Yeah.
light, sconce light,
Right.
and you hold your watch under, and it says it reads 11:30.
11:30 p.m.
Hard to say.
No, I have the clock. I have my own watch.
Yeah.
It has AM,
Is it the
PM.
kind that has a dial, AM, PM dial?
Yeah, they have
Okay.
I'm thinking they would.
We'll say yeah.
All right.
You have a
Yeah.
nice one. So it says 11:30 a.m.
AM, but it's dark.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Who is it banging on our door?
Goodwill.
She's
Yes.
Lady
shit.
Cynthia's asking.
I'm already annoyed
We're
that
little
Duncan hasn't
mountain.
answered.
I open the door.
Okay. Yes.
So the doors are open.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shuka, shuka.
Okay.
The whole hall is filled with 10 or so Italian officials.
Oh.
They're wearing uniforms. They have these silly little bicorn hats on.
Don't
Yep.
laugh.
I don't know.
No. Just yes.
They're armed. They have they have sidearms, pistols,
Oh my
But
god.
not John.
not drawn.
Okay.
No. But it's the sort of thing you
They're
notice.
armed.
Yeah.
Your eye goes
you
to the
would
pistol
notice
on the
for
side.
sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and so they're basically demanding something of you as you open the door. So who here speaks Italian?
No.
None of us.
No.
I will produce my ticket and my passport.
All right.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
So that seems to be the indicated action because he takes your passport and he's got a little pen light and he clicks it
Okay.
on.
All right, so let's
even
do
though
it.
Yeah.
there's lights on in the hall, but
Okay.
he's just kind of giving it.
All right.
Giving it.
And I'll
one
give him my best winning Vance Victorson smile.
Of course.
That's patented. Yes, it is.
Yay.
Zoolander look.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Well,
all that really steal, but
Where's your papers?
Yes.
Yep.
We
Pickles.
look at all of our papers and yeah.
Do you want us all to give you yours?
no, that's fine. Representative.
I have nothing
It's
to
represent-
from this slide.
Yes, I ran out of passports. So,
Okay.
but
Should be fine.
that should be fine.
Yes, right?
However, some of the Orient Express staff are coming up and down the hall as well, and so Monsieur Victorson, they will also need to know if you have anything to declare for customs.
I suddenly suspect the Duke behind us.
Yes.
Customs?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do people usually declare? Like fruits and vegetables?
Anything of value.
No.
Anything
Firearms, especially. Any long
your
arms
gun.
in your luggage.
value? Oh, I see. Yes, I do have a hunting shotgun. In my
So he turns to the gentleman and starts speaking to him in Italian, and the guy talks back to him, and then he translates. So basically, translator going, and he says, "Do you have the registration for that?"
Of course. I just bought it.
Take me back to the anus thing. Jesus Christ.
Take me back to the beast anus. I'm
I'm
done.
done with this paperwork bureaucracy bullshit.
Beast anus. Paperwork. Beast anus.
Beast anus.
Honest anus.
It is.
Honest anus. Honest anus cookies. Alright, so. Okay, alright, so. Alright, so you have your British registration.
Yeah.
Alright, so you produce that, and he's no.
Oh, shit.
No. You need the Licenza di Potari Army.
Oh, fuck off.
Where do I get that?
You have to apply for it.
Oh.
Are they gonna?
Do you have an application on it?
No.
Are they gonna take your gun away?
Until such time as we have your registration, we will have to confiscate your gun.
Oh.
I'm sure that there's some way that we can work this out.
Ah.
Yeah, money.
You want to try a bribe? You can try it.
Is bribe a skill? Yeah.
It would be either credit rating or persuade.
What's your persuade?
Not as good as my credit rating.
Credit rating.
Yeah.
What's your credit rating?
70.
Oh, please.
Go, come on, man.
You need to be an extreme success.
Oh.
So we can
What's your credit rating?
50.
Yeah.
Aren't you wealthy?
So where would I
no.
fill out this application?
She's titled, but she's
Seeing as I'm the only one here with a firearm to declare.
Yes.
she's trying to be an independent woman. Darn it. Yeah.
So he says you can file the paperwork at the next stop, which is Milano.
Right.
No, actually, Domodosola.
I can't file it at Milan because I'm planning on stopping at Milan.
All right, that would require a fast talk roll, actually.
Fast talk.
What's your fast talk?
Yeah, 60.
Sheesh.
Burn that luck.
Burn that luck. Burn that luck.
Last time I listened to you guys, I stuck a pole down an anus.
Did you listen to us?
Maybe
I think you listened.
That's so classic.
Maybe a quote.
Maybe that should be the title of it.
Yeah.
Last time I listened to you
Be our
guys.
new.
Yeah, the new
I stuck a pole down an anus.
Oh god. I'll sigh and say Domodosila.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh.
So you say you're going to file the paperwork. All right. So he says, very well. We will confiscate your long arm until your paperwork is cleared.
Does it only need to be confiscated if it's leaving the train?
No. Entering the country.
Son of a bitch. Alright. I will hand over my shotgun.
All right. So they're working their way down the train.
Is it still dark outside?
It is.
Why?
You want to ask somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell?
Who are you asking?
So they come up to us. They ask for.
Yeah, it's kind of happening simultaneously.
So I'm gonna ask, why is it so dark outside?
Who are you asking?
The official who's looking
The
at-
Italian guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why
So
is it so dark outside?
he just through the translator, he cocks an eye at you and he just says, "We're going through a tunnel."
Oh, it's a hell of a tunnel.
Yeah.
So Max
Yeah.
mutters, "That's a hell of a tunnel."
Yeah.
And one of the conductors from the train says, "Ah, yes, we are passing through the Simplon Tunnel, 18 miles long, the longest tunnel in the world."
Wow.
Okay.
It's one hell of a tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah. Very good. So I just was curious.
So papers are produced.
Yes, I have nothing of value except my camera and my film developing.
Yep. So you declare that.
Yeah, I declare that. That's it. That is all.
Having to figgle, man. This trip was a gift.
Fantastic.
Love it.
And you have the left arm, right?
Oh.
In your cabin? It's in your cabin? Hey. Hey.
I'm acting like Edie.
Don't pull an Edie and just start looking at other parts of the room. Don't put your ears back.
Looking away.
Yes.
Don't lick your lips.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you do. Okay. I take it you're not going to declare that.
No. Sorry, pardon my language.
I'm the only one with a long arm.
No. Well,
Hey-oh.
Lady Cynthia has a shot.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
she has
No, you don't. I don't.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Why would you?
Why would you? You're a lady.
Lady.
You're a fancy lady.
So it's
Yeah,
up to
that's
you.
right.
Do you want to
She's a
be honest?
doesn't have a.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Just like Duncan
Okay.
definitely doesn't have a collapse.
6 or above. I'm going to say I have no gun.
You're leaving it up to the dice. All right.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for it.
I have no gun.
Very specific. But
Do you know who I am? How dare you ask me a question like that? Do I have a firearm?
Son of a.
All right. That sounds like a credit rating
I like
roll.
it.
So go ahead and make it. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, yay! I make it.
Yay! Lady and all over the place.
Do they like her fiery temperament?
Yeah, exactly. They respect a woman who gets in their face.
Boy.
Yeah. I bet.
Oh,
What?
less said the better. All right. So moving along.
You guys.
All right. So. All right. So basically, they charge you all a bunch of import and customs duties on like basically everything except the clothes you're wearing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
well, it's going to go out of our community expenses
That's fine.
anyway. So
Oh, and Dottie, I'll need a luck roll, please.
Oh.
How much is?
Oh, for the laudanum?
Fail.
Okay. What are you keeping the arm in?
Oh, the
It's in a little
arm.
box.
Under your bed or?
It's wrapped up in a scarf. And it's in my luggage, like in my clothing.
Okay. So basically, part of their deal is they go through your luggage. And so as they're going through luggage, they conveniently ignore Lady Cynthia's shotgun, which they find.
Oh, crap.
But
Okay.
you know, it's
Yeah.
you know, they're
I'm a
just,
lady.
exactly. They're like, all right, we'll let that slide. You know. But as they're going through your trunk,
Oh, no.
you know, one of them finds
It's
this.
very valuable photography equipment. You shouldn't touch it.
So he's kind of lifting it up, and the scarf falls away, and there's the end of this statuary arm.
No, it's in a box.
Oh, it's in a box.
That box,
It's in that
as you
box,
see it.
like you said.
Okay, but you said it's wrapped in a scarf
Yeah,
in the box.
No,
wrapped
the
in
box
the
is
scarf.
wrapped in a
The
scarf.
box is well. No, this is a life-size arm.
Oh.
Yeah, this is just a scale model. That's why I got confused when Dave asked what size the things were, because I was thinking like,
Didn't exist.
All
yeah.
right.
I thought that was-
So it's like an arm.
It's an arm, yeah.
But it is in a box, nevertheless.
Sure. But it would be a box they would see and open, basically.
Conspicuous box.
It's a conspicuous box, yes.
Well, I can't retcon. I want to retcon it to death, but I can't.
No.
So I'm gonna I had it in a scarf, wrapped up in there, and like it's really like before they even touch it or open it.
Right.
It's really valuable equipment. I have film in there, and if you expose it, it's gonna ruin all my photos.
So they just give you a look
They
and they
don't
open
care.
it anyway.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And
I was doing a nice article about your country.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they care. I wish they care. Was.
So they lift it up, and a bit of the scarf falls away, and you can see that it's like statuary. And they immediately like, you know, give you this look, and one of them starts like, you know, like just
stared at
going at you in Italian.
I'm just staring at it.
And
Lady
then
Cynthia's gonna laugh. Oh, look, they found your cute little model hand
Oh, yes.
that you used to test your lighting for your camera.
Yeah.
ooh, that's a good
That's a
one.
really,
Creative.
All right.
Because Sally takes pictures and he has things like that. Like,
to measure the light.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
both was like, oh yeah.
You're under arrest. No.
So let's just start laughing.
All right. So that is a fast talk for sure.
Yes.
Now you're both doing it. So obviously the person with the higher one can roll,
I'm
but
65.
okay, yeah,
But
it's you.
okay, so Renae, you can roll for Lady Cynthia anyway to help out.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so if you make it, you'll give Dottie a bonus die.
Yeah, I just have the base though.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay.
You made it anyway.
So I made it.
Great, perfect. All right.
Great idea.
So check that fast talk.
All right.
And
Fantastic.
all right, so the conductor acts as your translation, you know, and he's kind of like trying to help you out too. He's
Oh.
you know, he's like, no, the ladies say it is for photography modeling purposes, and they're you know, and they're kind of like, you know. They clearly suspect you're trying to smuggle, you know, ancient relics or you know, like you've
No.
looted something and you're trying to smuggle it, you know.
No, of course not.
But the
Made this in arts and crafts.
Yes.
On the train.
but your story sticks because you've got a lot of photography equipment,
Yeah.
so they set it back in the box. you know,
All right.
reluctantly move on.
Hide that.
Although you have a feeling that the customs duties they charge you in particular are a bit inflated.
Good thing I'm not paying for it.
That's right. Yeah.
Horrible. I know. I was so close.
Well done, ladies. Well done.
Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna need a little hit off of something.
Gonna need some of that sweet
Pretty
stuff.
goddamn stressful.
Yeah.
All right.
I need some dulce of your own.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so very good. And so as they move on to the next sleeping carriage, all of a sudden around your blinds, boom, it's light
Okay.
as you come out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Come out of the tunnel. Yes.
All right, so as mentioned, there is a quick stop not far out of the tunnel.
That's right in.
Let's see, check that timetable. Is it on the timetable?
Well, if it's 11:30, then our next stop is in Milan.
Ah, we missed that one. Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he would have said Milan then.
Oh, for filling out the paperwork?
Yeah.
Lovely!
Yes.
Good.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Nothing like filling out paperwork in a corrupt country.
Hey, Mussolini's making Italy great again, okay? So
That's right, the trains are totes running on time, guys.
trains are running on time. All right.
We arrived.
We arrived like 6 hours late.
No, this is the Orient Express. You're always going to arrive on time.
Somehow.
Somehow. And so, yes, you pull up at the station in Milan. Do we have any tourist information that you wish to share, tourist guide keeper?
I hate this job.
We arrive in Milan at 12:23, so
Journalist, you're all about informing the
Yeah.
people.
50 minutes after we've been molested by the
It's a
customs
lot of pressure.
officers.
A lot of pressure.
All right. So Milan. The Orient Express arrives at Stazione Centrale. Omnibuses from most of the hotels wait at the station. Milan is the largest city in northern Italy, the capital of the region called Lombardy, and after Naples, the second most populous city in Italy. Do I have to read everything?
No, just whatever you want to.
There's much construction. Okay, so yeah, there's much construction in Milan at this time, and the University of Milan is being built on the outskirts of town. Visitors are advised to take care around building sites, as the Italian worker is notoriously lax in observing safety requirements. And lacks the strict common sense of the British yeoman. So let's
That's
see.
helpful. That's really helpful.
So the Cafe Cova on the Via Giuseppe Verdi is elegantly fitted up with a garden and evening concerts made in September, which we're not going to be participating in. The Cafe Beefy is the most famous of the cafes of the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. Music in the evenings. Hotel de la Via has a post office, ticket, and a luggage office, and is beautifully placed in the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. The Hotel Cavour is pleasantly situated opposite. So there's just a bunch of different hotels.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the hotels of Milan are mostly placed on busy streets or noisy areas. So there's an arcade. So that's the La Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. This is an arcade that was opened in 1877. Soon afterwards, its designer Giuseppe Mengoni plunged to his death from the arch that overlooks the Piazza de
Duomo.
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
That sounds like the kind of thing I want to see.
Yeah. And then there's Il Duomo, which is a Gothic edifice that took 500 years to build, starting in 1387.
Ooh.
So it's undergoing a facelift right now, so you have to be careful around there.
It's all covered in scaffolding.
Yeah.
Right.
Typical.
And
Typical.
there's a piazza in front of that, so we could go and check that out. There's the other piazzas, and there's the Teatro alla Scala, which is where Catherine, right?
Caterina.
Caterina told us to go to.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
right.
Oh, and it says a charming local superstition tells that if a spectator sings along to an aria with the singer on La Scala's stage, then their fondest wish will come true.
That's a bad one.
I like that idea.
Do ya?
I want to be in Constantinople, so you might hear me singing at the opera tonight. Okay.
Nope.
So that's pretty much it.
Where you want to stay? Any place?
Well,
What?
funny you should ask.
Yes.
What?
So you're the chief, the chef des conducteurs, comes up to you all as you're debarking at the station, and he has an envelope with him.
Oh, good.
And he says, the station master just handed this off to me. Compliments of Signora Cavallaro.
Oh, cool.
Wonderful.
And it's tickets to opening night,
Nice.
which is tomorrow night.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
12
Yeah.
today.
And also reservations. She has booked you 3 rooms
Oh.
at the Hotel Victor Emmanuel Galleria Hotel.
All right.
Nice. The nicest one. And that has a post office, ticket, and luggage office.
Wow.
Wonderful.
And it's by the Galleria. There's walls with murals. Yeah, it's just it just connects to all the different piazzas.
Okay.
So this bit of good news is perhaps swiftly dampened by the overall atmosphere at the station.
Oh.
It is empty and quiet.
Oh, that's
It's
I've
11.
heard-
It's 12. It's noon.
It's noon.
It's high noon.
It's strangely quiet. There's rubble everywhere.
Oh no! Oh no!
Was there an earthquake?
Gray dust over everything. The porters are sort of shambling and drowsy looking.
Oh.
Nobody's really moving with a lot of energy. And a cold, biting wind is blowing in from the outside and along the train platform.
Okay.
So can I approach a porter?
Well, they're unloading your luggage, so
So do they speak English?
no, Signora.
Oh. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who could translate for us?
Well, some of the Orient Express guys are still around.
Okay, hey,
Garçon.
yeah.
Oh, Garcon.
Yeah, can you ask them why is it like this right now? It's very it's not crowded and it's very dusty and was there an earthquake or something?
He says they're doing a lot of construction right now, madame.
That makes sense.
But it doesn't really make
explain the porters.
yeah. Why are they so exhausted? Why are they so tired?
Tell them to get us a taxi for the Hotel Galleria.
No, it's true.
Yes, sir, right away.
But why are they so shambly?
Arrangements are made.
I don't know.
What the hell? Vance, I was trying to
We
figure
don't know.
out.
We don't care.
I'm pretty sure they won't know.
No.
They don't know why they're shambly? Oh, you're
Let's
pretty
get to
sure?
the hotel. The hotel might.
They don't seem very helpful. I think a hotel where they're paid to be helpful might be a bit more.
Didn't you tip them? I tipped my guys.
What, the hotel?
No, the porters.
Nope.
Shrug.
They didn't hold their hands out.
Oh my god. All right. This is turning out to be so great so far.
All right. So a taxi comes
I
along,
don't need lira.
or a taxi is hailed, rather.
All
It's not
right.
even real money.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right.
And it's trading okay to the pound at the moment,
All right.
but not at
Not-
official levels.
Not for long.
It's got funny colors on it, and no. Just no.
Ooh, it's
Doesn't
so
feel right in the
foreign.
hand.
It's just not.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's,
feel right.
Right in the hand.
it's
Yes.
fancy colored tissue paper.
Oh my goodness. So I'm looking around in the street. Are we taking a cab to the hotel?
Yes. So a large cab is hailed.
I think it has something to do with that.
Your trunks are loaded onto the back luggage rack and onto the roof. You all pile in,
When I
and
look out the window, I want to see people on the street.
Sure.
Are they just like those porters where they're all like shambly and
so as you
tired?
pull away from the station, you're watching the people on the street. I mean, you don't see a lot of people for one thing, which I mean it's winter time.
It's January, yeah.
Yeah.
But Milan is the.
But still.
It's supposed to be a hopping place,
That's what-
right?
It's
All times of the year.
the largest city in northern Italy, the capital of the region.
It's actually the second largest city in all of Italy, I
exactly.
think. Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
Populous city. Most
Right.
populous. So there's more people here.
That's right.
What's it
Where are they?
Where are they?
All right. Are the people on the street walking around?
All right, so you do see some people.
Yeah.
The sky overhead, incidentally, I mean Milan is a mountain town. You can see the Alps ringing
Yeah.
off on the horizon,
Nice.
and normally you would expect this sort of crystal clear blue sky, but it's very gray. There's some sort of frozen
Haze.
haze up in the
Okay.
up high up.
It's winter.
There's occasional patches of fog or smoke drifting out from side streets and alleyways. You see someone leaning up against a street lamp crying.
Huh.
This place.
Don't see that very often.
As you round a corner, there's a cafe. You see a couple engage in a very animated fight. They're yelling at each other and gesticulating wildly.
So there's some of that classic Italian fire you always hear about.
Yeah.
But they're both sobbing as they yell at each other.
I'd like to find a newspaper. Is there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, you can all make psychology rolls.
No.
Swing and a miss.
Yep.
Oh, that is a hard success.
Yeah.
Check that skill.
It is.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So, so Dottie, you think of nothing more than people in stages of grief. Look like grieving people
We need
to
to find a
you.
paper.
Yes.
Depression, anger, sadness.
Okay.
You know.
What is going on?
Just one guy in denial.
On the sunny side of the street. All right, so you pull up outside the thing, the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. So that's what it looks like from the outside.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah, very nice, very swank. And walking in, this is what it looks like on the inside.
Whoa. Are there this many people around?
About, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh my.
So neat.
That was amazing.
Oh my god.
The tile work.
Oh, there's a McDonald's in there.
Yeah, ignore the McDonald's, please.
Don't ignore the McDonald's. That's there, guys.
Yeah.
Place that was started.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yes.
And so that is actually your hotel that you're looking at. That's so it's highlighted on that photo there.
The one with the McDonald's?
Yeah, you're above the McDonald's. No, well, actually, see, at this time it is that famous cafe.
Oh, yes, the
Biffy's, was that it?
Beefy.
Beefy's.
Check
Cafe
out them
Beefy.
glowing arches.
Cafe
It's the most
Beefy.
famous of the cafes.
Yeah,
Something to wear for the
opera. Yeah, I was just thinking I need an opera cape.
So the man who hung himself from one of those arches.
He plunged to his death from the top.
From the top.
From the very top, which you can see in this
Very
photo.
top of it.
Yeah, right.
This photo that's coming around.
This one at the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is a distance to go.
Yeah, all the way down into the tile.
Meant
Did
it.
you guys see in
He
Bruges?
meant it.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's not tall enough.
Okay.
All right. So, So, are there people in the lobby?
There are people about, and yes, rather than McDonald's and Prada, there are cafes and clothiers and stuff. So it's every bit as commercial as we see
Right,
there, just
right.
the
But period
20s
commercial.
version.
Right.
That's why everyone's so morose. No one can get a Happy Meal.
But
Okay,
moving on.
You deserve having stuck that thing in that anus. So, just for that horrible pun. Or
Zing.
joke, or whatever the hell it was. Okay, so I'm looking at the different people in the lobby, and I'm noticing the women's hair. Because
Okay.
some of them have short haircuts, right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting a wild hair.
I see. Challenge accepted is what you were really saying.
I want to get my hair cut. I want to get a short
You're gonna
haircut.
get a bob?
Yeah, usually
Alright.
my
It's the
hair's
most
long.
fun thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I just why not? I'm gonna get my haircut before the opera. I want it to look really nice, and I want to get the short haircut.
And there is a barber on site.
You bet.
I'm getting my hair.
All right, so you note the barber as you're walking into the lobby.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
There are newspapers.
great.
Oh, good.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
intelligent.
So just for ease, we're gonna say there's an English language paper,
Oh yeah.
local English language paper.
International city.
It's an international city.
True.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a headline on there.
Oh.
There's a headline on every paper. They're all the same. You see Caterina Cavallaro's face on every single paper.
On the front page. Opera star missing.
Missing.
Fears of abduction. Oh man, does this mean we don't get to see the opera? Oh.
Yes.
But the tickets. Got the tickets.
But the
She's
tickets,
alive.
the tickets.
Police have expressed fears that soprano Caterina Cavallaro may have been abducted from Milan's Stazione Centrale.
That's where you all just came from.
Yeah.
We were right there.
I know.
How did... The singer has not been seen since she alighted from the train from Paris yesterday at 1 p.m. Oh, that really explains everyone's dour mood, don't
Yes.
it? Or does it?
A national treasure.
Yeah.
Missing
Yeah, she
yes.
is. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a very
She's a light in the people's life, Dan.
That's right. She's gone.
But she's not. They haven't found her body. She might still be alive. We can still save her.
Yeah.
Let's go get her.
Since then, she has not returned to her apartment or attended rehearsals at La Scala. Oh, that's... Yeah.
For
Where she is
Tosca.
due...
Yeah.
Tosca?
No, let her finish. The article goes on.
Say.
I apologize.
I'm halfway through. Where she is due to...
Only halfway.
Pick it up. We don't have forever.
Chop chop. Enough of this TLDR shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, what's the TLDR version?
No, keep going, keep going.
She's due to sing the part of Aida,
Aida, that's right.
which opens tomorrow night.
Yes.
Arturo Toscanini, music director of La Scala, has confirmed that he has had no contact from the singer since she departed Paris. Police request that any members of the public contact them if they have any information on the whereabouts of Signora Cavallaro. We heartily urge all Milanese to join the search for our most beloved star.
See, that's why no one's around. They're all searching for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all out in the woods.
Yeah.
Caterina!
Oh, that's horrible. That's so
Yeah.
sad. God damn. Well, that changes things.
Let's try to know who's
We saw her because we
Yeah.
had to get off the train. We saw her from Paris, from Paris to Lucerne.
Or Lausanne, sorry.
Lausanne.
She always had an entourage with her.
She did. How did she get missing? Well, what were the stops between Lausanne?
Hasn't even seen her not since Paris, and we stopped in Lausanne after that.
But she was in that's where we last saw her.
We saw
Who
her
has power
after
only in
Paris.
Lausanne?
Oh shit! It's the Duke.
He's the only one who has. That's the only place where he has any power.
My God, do I hate him.
And she disappeared here
I
at the
don't know.
station.
Your blistered skin would seem to suggest he's got a little bit of power other places.
I know. It's awkward, but
No.
We might have still been in close enough proximity to Lausanne.
Exactly. That's based on that's what Alan said.
so.
The
You were
reconnaissance from Alan.
20
was
minutes
that-
outside Lausanne when it
Yeah,
happened.
the reconnaissance,
yeah.
the reconnaissance from Alan said that he's only powerful in the sun.
Lausanne County. We're
Yeah.
still in Lausanne.
right, let's not get
You're still the county, yeah. His jurisdiction hadn't ended yet.
Yeah.
So he's powerful, but not that.
All right.
still.
So it doesn't have to be the Duke. But that's not helping.
No, but still it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why would he kidnap her if he did? Would he
likes
want
to fuck
trade?
with things.
Yeah. Who knows?
Is this his way of getting the scroll back somehow? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Ransom.
Well, that's really sad news.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should check in and then
Get your hair done.
I get my hair
And then we'll-
did,
and then
and then
Sure
we
did.
we can figure out how to help. I don't know.
I want to go to her house. Maybe there's somebody hanging around we can talk to there.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. All right, so you get checked in.
We have 3 rooms,
You have 3 rooms adjacent.
right?
They're on the top floor, which is if you look at your photo
Yeah.
there, it's kind of like the 3rd floor, I believe.
Right.
So you have a wonderful view of the Galleria from your balcony.
Indeed.
As you can see, there's murals
Yeah, that's what it says
painted
here.
there.
Right. Right.
The walls are
So
3 floors high and painted with murals representing the 4 continents.
yes.
It's a little creepy though.
So the mural that's directly opposite your balcony features an Egyptian theme.
Aha!
There is a man approaching a seated woman.
What does the woman look like?
It doesn't look like Katerina.
That's what I was wondering. Does the man look like the Duke?
No. Yes, and he's winking at you. he's flipping you off.
Oh my god.
So
Rendered at least.
Something to be said for
He's
that.
really flipping me off.
he's really flipping me off.
At every angle I look, he's looking right at you.
Oh my god.
His finger is still aimed at me.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, it's easy enough to find out where
Yeah,
her
so
apartment is.
Did she leave a note with the tickets?
No, she just wired ahead, basically.
Oh,
saying,
okay.
You know,
Okay.
Give these tickets to
tickets
these
for these people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to have proof that we knew her and that she gave these things to us.
Yeah.
Don't use the past tense, please, Lady Cynthia.
We know her.
We're her friends.
Current.
Right
Yes,
now.
truly.
Friends.
In
Current.
the here and now.
Still applicable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not nostalgic.
No.
Yep.
No. All right.
Alrighty. So, so you get settled in, all that good stuff. It's still very, nice and early in the day, so plenty of time to head out.
That cut looks smart.
Oh, I got my hair cut.
You get your haircut.
Okay.
So while she's getting her haircut,
No.
That's true, actually. That's a good point.
we'll get back to that in a second.
That's a good point.
While you're getting your haircut, it'll take a little bit. The rest of you, the Galleria basically connects two piazzas, and so one of them is the Piazza de Duomo. So if you
Yes.
want to check out the cathedral, you could do
Yeah.
so.
Let's
Yeah.
hit the.
Is the cathedral open?
Yes, and in fact, there are a lot of people making their way into it. Yeah.
Going to join that prom.
Okay. So.
How old is it again? How old is it again?
The cathedral, it was begun in 1387.
Oh, yeah, 1387.
Yes.
So it took 500 years to build, so.
Okay, wow, it must be
It's
magnificent.
currently undergoing a facelift, though.
Right.
The facade
Yeah.
houses the pink and white marble seems to soar upwards to embrace heaven. Inside the cathedral are sarcophagi, shrines, fonts, pew, and dim pools of colored light streaming in through the stained windows. It's open daily until 5:30. In the daylight hours, the visitor can climb to the roof 177 steps and enjoy the beauties of Milan from above.
Is that what's in the church?
Is there an elevator?
Visitors are advised to take care when walking beneath the scaffolding as large pieces
go,
of
Renae.
marble are being manhandled overhead.
Take care.
Taking care.
Yes. Marble might hit you on the head.
I'll bring my parasol.
So yes, it's a rather striking Gothic cathedral,
Right.
very squat, but like rising up to innumerable spires.
God damn.
And of course, it
Sheer
is
opulence.
sheer opulence.
What a tacky
Opulence.
pile.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You might like advanced.
I can feel my soul rising as I look at it. This brings me closer to God.
Right.
True, actually,
people.
you're down for this
Yes.
kind of thing, aren't
Yeah, this
you?
is why I'm
Into it.
This is your jam.
Yeah, you're into it.
Anyone else want to
Speaking
revisit
to
the gorgeous cathedral?
No.
I'm good.
That's
With
all
their,
you.
their eye minds,
That's all you.
their eye brains.
Ew. God.
Don't give me ideas. So, so there is of course scaffolding all over it as you guys experience it. So there's a fair throng of people moving into it.
Yes.
Many of whom are carrying framed portraits of
Caterina.
Signora Cavallaro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't mean she's dead.
Holding vigil.
No.
No.
It's a vigil.
No. Yeah.
It's a vigil.
Yeah.
Or a V-Hill if you prefer.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know. I can never read Vigil now.
I know. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. Anyway,
Son of a bitch.
all right. So you head into the cathedral. Indeed, there are people lighting candles.
Oh, it's gotta be hot in there.
Well, it's actually quite expansive.
Okay.
Huge.
Let's see here.
That's true.
Yeah.
good
and-
point.
Got a lot of room to rest.
Interior.
yeah, they're fixing it up, so it's
Wow.
probably pretty breezy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and here's some of the statuary along the outside.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh my god. That is pretty sick, though.
Very tall ceiling. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's vast.
And that's the interior.
Look
Oh.
at the paintings, too.
Yeah, lots of paintings and tapestries on display.
Yeah.
Sculptures.
Those be
Ornate.
triptychs.
I think they are triptychs, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it's quite breathtaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so as you're taking it all in at the entryway, someone echoes those words. Quite breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh no. Holy crap.
It's that asshole from customs.
I just wanted you to know your paperwork went through.
Oh, he's so nice.
Welcome to Italy.
Oh my
There's
god.
our gun.
He
No.
also brought cannolis.
No.
Yes, he brought the gun and the cannolis.
You already said
around?
it.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah.
Look at this crazy one.
I know, I kind
who's,
of lost
uh,
track for a second. I'm like, where did this photo come?
Wow. So
Yeah.
who's actually who's talking to us?
It is a priest. He's wearing a priest's cassock.
Wonderful. I need to give confession.
Oh.
What a schmidt.
No.
How many Hail Marys
Oh,
are
man.
required for this?
Yeah, there's just like 3 minutes of solid silence once you finish. Slight rustling of robes, but otherwise,
Yeah,
and then
a
just
little cough.
wow.
And then just, so there's the description of that, and then like 5 seconds after like a 5-second pause, there's also, and I really wanted to punch a customs officer in the face today.
Oh, that one I can do. That one.
I can apply some penance to.
And I've heard.
So he says, please forgive me. I am Father Angelico. I like to practice my English, and I heard you talking the English.
Of course.
Allow me to show you around the cathedral.
Lovely.
How long have you been studying English? It's very good.
Oh, thank you. 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
I have 3 years of study.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Everyone at the train station was very sad and morose. Do you know what's affecting everyone?
Oh, yes. Well, of course, everyone is very sad by Signora Cavallaro going missing. But that is just part of what has been going on, if you ask me.
Whoa. No.
I think it is the collapse of Milan.
The
Don't
collapse.
mind me saying. Yes, we Milanese have lost faith in our one true God.
What? What?
How?
Biased.
Our lack of animation stems from a soulless devotion to appearance instead of substance.
Sinful.
He's doing Lutheran.
Now, take a look at these stained glass windows.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wow.
Exquisite lead work.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
No, we worship actors and singers.
Oh shit, Vance.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me what
Quiet, don't tell what you are.
Didn't you say you wanted
you are. You're just a
to confess
devout
something?
Catholic. You're just a devout Catholic traveler.
He's a humble man.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Attendance at Mass here in the cathedral is going down, and attendance at La Scala is going up.
Oh,
It is a house of
this
evil.
guy.
All right.
This guy.
All right.
He's gone Lutheran. But forgive me, I forget myself and I get too passionate. Too passionate. Oh God! And he just starts crying.
Whoa!
Oh, buddy.
Whoa! That's disturbing.
Yeah. So he just starts. He's like heaving, racking sobs,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
cough
there.
crying.
It can't be that bad. And hand the handkerchief.
You're not gonna want
I'll
that.
get his
hanging
nose.
out.
No, no, I'm good. Okay, yeah, I've got another one.
Keep that one.
Yeah, he's like full on ugly crying, and he's just like, I'm sorry, and he just like kind of
Oh my
No.
god.
heads off.
No!
Confession. Confession.
You're the only one who speaks English.
Wow.
But yeah, a lot of people are crying. You see a trio of wizened little old ladies, all dressed in funereal black, and they're all weeping and putting a gilt framed portrait of Cavallaro up on an altar and lighting candles.
Obsessive.
Yeah.
She has
Does
quite
she
a hold
knows?
on these people.
Indeed, and that's an excellent observation.
Yes. It's almost supernatural.
That seems unlikely given our current adventure.
Yes.
Yeah.
This adventure is well rooted in reality,
Yes.
physics, and the rational.
And science.
And science.
Hard science.
An anus hatch is the hardest of hard sciences.
What?
Wow.
But in some ways, the softest of hers.
The squishiest.
Squelchiest.
Squishiest.
You make your own sound effects, so I have no mercy for you.
Yeah, see, that was just—it was a metaphor. You have to lift the hatch of hard science to get to the soft science. The meaty center of soft science is beneath.
The
Gooey
liquid
innards.
core.
Yes.
Just let me slink off and give confessional.
Yeah, really.
Honestly, that'd probably be better for you if the guy doesn't speak English.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Exactly.
really don't want him to
You
ask.
don't need it.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's a very good point, Jade. Oh man.
God still knows.
I'll make my way over to the booths.
Yep. There's like a whole, cathedral style
Yeah.
bank of confessionals.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So while the rest of you three are waiting around for him to finish his
I'm having a cigarette.
soliloquy, his Shakespearean soliloquy. He's holding up a skull inside that confessional booth.
That's right, I had to bring it with me. I didn't declare it.
The skull, so I can do soliloquies.
Yeah.
So Max, you're gonna step outside for a cigarette.
I'm
You
gonna
said.
smoke, yes.
Yeah, or you're gonna smoke in the cathedral.
I was
don't-
planning to
it's
smoke
probably not a
in the cathedral.
non-smoking thing.
was
They
just
probably
gonna
don't give a
have
shit.
smoke.
All right, so you're lighting up.
Those candles are probably for smoking.
Oh, God.
Something awful.
Yeah.
Having one of
Definitely.
those.
Yeah.
So Padma and Lady Cynthia, you both hear some clucking sounds.
Clucking?
Like
Oh no.
like verbal, like verbalized clucking, like
Oh.
like that kind of, like
disapproval.
Tisk tisk.
tis,
Oh, yeah.
clucks of
It's me.
disapproval. Well, you think maybe perhaps, yes,
Yeah. It's not it.
So we,
But you see an old man, and he's on his hands and knees near the base of one of the pillars nearby to you, and he's crawling around. Okay.
I'm in suspense about my haircut.
He's obviously looking for something.
Oh dear.
wow, well, it'd be hard
He's
to
lost his
find all
marbles.
We'll never find those, sir.
Arf, arf, arf. Yeah. So.
this. Yeah, excuse me, do you speak English?
So he kind of looks up at you with a start, and as he does, a mason jar falls out of his coat
Oh,
And shatters.
and shutters.
are you French? No.
No, he's Greek. There's Windex in there. No, it falls onto the tile floor and shatters,
Oh dear.
which scatters the contents, which consist of dead butterflies and moths.
Oh.
Okay.
That's wow. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry about your broken jar.
Flying anyway.
Yeah,
Still.
you have quite a collection there. If you don't mind my pointing that out.
So he just kind of stands up and looks around a little nervously and just starts walking away.
What?
It just leaves his mason jar and
The mess.
butterflies
All his
everywhere?
friends?
I want to take a closer look.
Right. So Padma, as you're leaning in, you see from around the corner of the pillar base a chameleon emerge,
I'm gonna pick it up.
and its tongue, and it eats one of the dead moths.
Oh.
Okay, so you put your hand out for the chameleon. All right. It looks at you with like one of its eyes. The other eye is like looking at Lady Cynthia,
I think that's adorable.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and then
Lady Cynthia doesn't.
it eats. It snatches another moth and then just turns around and runs off in the same direction the old man went.
Oh, how funny.
But is it doing like the funny lizard walk where it's like
Yep.
Yeah.
Curious.
I mean, I'm not particularly fast, but where does
You can
it look
catch
like
a
I'm going?
Yeah, is the
Oh.
chameleon fast?
Where does it what?
What's the chameleon's speed? Its move rate.
Yeah.
It's zigging and zagging. You can give me a dex roll if you want to try and
Oh man.
gather it up.
Or just
What?
I made it
what-
with a hard success.
a hard success. Okay.
I have a dex of 30 people.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Point that out.
awesome.
70.
Let's see here.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes.
cool.
All right. Chameleon has a dex of 90, which means you would have needed an extreme success on that one.
What? Oh.
But it zigs out of the way and goes under like an altar, And
Yeah.
then
I mean, imagine the man isn't much faster. Did it seem like he took off over there?
he took off with a fairly good clip, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I'll go check out the altar then.
Oh, you can both make spot hidden rolls too.
Okay.
A 1.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Nice. All right.
Eyes like a hawk.
Nice.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Ironically.
I made it, but
Despite my
not a
just a
one.
regular.
advanced age.
Wow.
So Padma, you noticed that the old man, when he was jumping up and looking at you both, his he wasn't wearing a tie, okay, and his shirt was slightly unbuttoned at the top, like one button undone, and his throat, his larynx area.
Stop it.
What are you doing?
Don't do that.
She's trying to be a circus dog. All right, so. Anyway, his larynx area, like here, heavily scarred.
Like he's been hung.
No, they're like they're like incision scars,
Oh.
and they looked fresh,
I can't deal with that.
fresh scars.
That's not.
It's not acceptable.
No.
Yes.
He tried to sing along at the opera.
What was his wish?
He blew his throat out.
Does it look sewn up? Like,
No, there's it's scar tissue,
But it's
Okay.
pink.
But it's fresh.
but they're pink and fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So puffy.
Like I don't think I have any fresh
What would
scars.
cause that
But.
kind of a wound?
we're gonna find out.
Alright. Well, now I'm still chasing this little lizard
Yes.
friend.
Yep.
And
So,
I'm trying to flag someone down to pick up this glass. This is dangerous.
yeah. You get a docent, I suppose.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Padma, looking no doubt very cute, kind of shuffling around, chasing after something.
Arms outstretched.
Yeah, the chameleon. So, so you kind of go to the altar and you're like looking around, and then you can see like 30 feet away, it's like crawling up the side of a wall, and it goes behind a tapestry.
Wow.
And then
Resident chameleon.
you go after that, and you look behind the tapestry, it's not there, and then you see it like 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like they
so this thing is like
But nothing
moving.
behind the tapestry?
There's nothing behind the tapestry, no.
Secret trapdoor.
I know, I'm like, is that alien leading us to something? No, apparently not.
Lead on, chameleon. Lead on.
But it's still moving in the direction of the man.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Wait, still in the direction of the man?
So he exits the cathedral.
Ooh.
And,
Let's see if I can see where he went.
Sure. I would need a tracking roll for that one.
oh. Oh, there's a lot of people.
I already rolled my one.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss it by 1, so I'm going to.
Yeah, I think that would be a luck spend. Yeah.
Will I get significantly better results?
No.
Okay.
All right, you see the man. There is a black Alfa Romeo
Ooh.
parked. Don't get too excited. This is the 20s.
Yeah.
It's a box.
All right.
It's name recognition.
Yes, of course.
Called up branding.
A black Alfa Romeo parked on the edge of the piazza that he is clambering into. He stops and reaches his hand down towards the ground, and you see the chameleon jump up onto his hand.
Whoa.
The door closes, and the car drives off.
Huh.
In what direction?
Let's see. Let me look at the map here. All right, so you are there. All right, so he was. Okay, so the gallery is on the north side of the piazza. The Duomo is on the east side of the piazza. He took the car took a road leading off to the north, so around the side of the Galleria, basically.
Okay.
Great.
Noise.
Great.
Fantastic.
So Dottie, you're getting your hair cut,
Yeah.
and it's looking good.
Good.
It's looking very good. The barber who's doing it is, prattling on in broken English, like, lots of women get haircut short now, and
Yeah.
business very good. More business for me,
Yeah, good. Great.
And so he's going to reach for a spray bottle just to spritz your hair down, and he's got the shears in one hand,
God.
and as he leans over, the shears are kind of like this, dangling down, and it just pierces your left forearm.
Oh.
Ah!
It's like,
Where was the luck roll? Where was the luck roll for that?
oh, no luck roll required.
No luck roll for that.
No, girl, for the holder of this.
So I yell, "Oh!"
Yeah. Signora, mille apologies, and
Okay.
yeah.
Based on how
Yeah.
damaged my arm is at this point, I'm like almost expecting it.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's covered in blisters.
But it's,
you don't
it's
want to
blistered.
puncture that.
No, it's blistered and now
ouch.
punctured.
Gross.
So I'm gonna. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go to the doctor and il doctore.
Doctore. Yes. So sorry. No charge for you. No charge.
No, I still pay him.
No, please. And then he takes it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I head out and I go to the doctor.
All
What are
right.
you talking about? You just have to like go there, turn back around, and walk in because it's barber surgeon, right?
It's not Pendragon.
No. That's not Pendragon. So I'm gonna find like a doctor just so they can just check it out. And,
The in-house doctor.
and I'm actually not gonna try to get more medication at this point.
Okay. So yeah, he looks it over and it's like, oh,
a puncture.
you had a bad burn as well. I
Yes,
see.
yeah, I've had a little streak of bad luck over the past couple weeks. So yeah, but is it serious, this puncture wound?
No, it's fine. He put some iodine on it. So
All right.
it should be fine.
Okay.
Puts a bandage on it.
Okay.
Okay, so basically you're all reuniting at the Galleria.
Okay.
Okay. And you wanted to check out this apartment, correct?
Yes.
Well, I think it's a good place to start.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. Real quick question in
Yes.
terms of mechanics. This is the first time I've indulged in one of my ideology, belief, significant people, etc. Do you get anything for that?
That's if you want to regain sanity. So, do you want to regain sanity?
Would this be a situation where I would regain sanity from?
I think so.
Confessing about the thing that made you lose a lot of sanity?
I think so.
I just thought I'd ask.
That's pertinent.
Thank you for asking, because that's one of the new features of the new edition, so it's good to familiarize ourselves with that.
Indeed.
Very legitimate.
All right, so sanity.
I support your acquisition of.
Exactly. All right. All right, so you may choose to spend time with one entry listed in your backstory, which can act as a form of psychological support. That's what you were doing. Okay, so you're going to make a sanity roll.
I see.
If successful, you gain 1d6 sanity points. If unsuccessful, you lose a point.
Oh, I see.
And you revise that aspect of your backstory.
Yes, do it.
All right.
We're doing it.
Interesting.
Let's see.
I make it.
All right. So you find comfort in your confession and in the in the rather elaborate penance that you were assigned.
Yeah. And how much sanity?
A 1d6.
Like, you didn't
So
understand
go
anything.
ahead.
You didn't understand the word anus. So.
Yeah, as soon as he heard the word anus, he's like,
There's a special penance.
Yeah.
I have just the penance.
Here's a hair shirt. Just take the hair
Yeah,
shirt.
just
find
take the hair
hole.
shirt.
Let's go from there.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, I come back feeling cleansed. I rolled a 4.
Nice.
Good. Cure again.
I just want to be clean. All right.
Never pure enough.
Shave. Your penance is to shave off all your hair and bathe yourself in disinfectant. All right. So.
While reciting 50 rosaries.
Yes. All righty. So to the apartamento then.
Yes.
All right. So she has a luxurious townhouse on Via San Carpoforo.
What direction is that from Piazza?
Well, the funny thing about that is that her her apartment. Oh, there it is. I just spotted it. I was like, her apartment's not on the map. No, there it is. It is north of the piazza.
Oh.
Maybe we'll see our little friend.
And his little friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're being stalked by a chameleon.
Good times.
Oh my god, that would be like the best spying device I could
Wouldn't
blend
it?
it on the walls.
Yeah.
Flying along.
All right. So the
Is there a
taxi.
crowd outside?
The taxi conveys you there.
Yep.
It's situated within view of the Castello Savoresco, the old Sforza family castle,
Nice.
and not too far away from the old Roman arena either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a corner townhouse. There are a few people outside holding vigil,
Okay.
candles lit, flowers being left, and that sort of thing. But you can walk through the wrought iron gate is open. You can walk into the courtyard. And inwards. Okay.
Inwards.
You reach an iron-studded oak door that has a bell pull on the side.
Let us pull the bell.
All right. You hear the bell ringing inside. A few moments pass. A woman answers the door. She's wearing a conservative servant's garb, just a nice black dress with white apron, high neckline. But she's, an attractive young woman, although it looks like she's been crying quite a bit. Yes. So, see?
Sorry to disturb you. I'm sure you've been busy with the number of visitors.
Yes. I'm sorry.
We are friends of the diva. We met her on the Orient Express. And, we are her special guests here in Milan, and we aim to find her for you. If you could help us with anything you know.
Okay, so Lady Cynthia or Max, you may try a persuade or charm roll.
All right. You there? I have a 60 in charm.
Oh,
That sounds pretty good.
20 in persuasion.
The curmudgeonly professor has a 60 in charm.
I'm only 21 years old.
Yeah, he's charming.
It's true. It's true.
Future curmudgeonly professor.
Yes.
That's right.
He's charming right now.
Up until now,
I'm trying to make
most
my...
of your
Try to make that academic career happen, man.
Right.
That's right. All right, let's get it.
schmoozing for your thesis.
That's right.
13.
Excellent. That is almost an extreme success. So, all right, check it for sure. And she nods and she says, "Oh, the Signora is so generous. Please come in, please." So she ushers you into the townhouse. You immediately descend a broad flight of stairs into a big open area with tile floors, and there's a massive grand piano and a little back garden, with French doors that open onto it. Just very class act, stucco and plaster walls and big thick ceiling beams, So, she says, I am Isabel. I am the mistress's personal maid. May I offer you anything to drink?
I'm fine, thank you. Consider that.
A tea.
Yeah, would you join us for some tea if you're going to be the one speaking to us?
Oh, okay. She's clearly not accustomed to being the center of attention, But she whips up some tea really quick. She had a kettle on the boil. And so soon you're all seated in the leather couch and armchairs that are situated in this large sitting room. And so Isabel says, yes, well, you probably read in the papers then what they say.
Just that she's missing.
Yes.
When did you last see her?
Before she left for Paris.
Oh.
But they say that she got in a car at the station.
Car.
And some are saying...
In Milan? Here?
Yes.
Okay.
Some are
She
saying...
arrived here.
Some are... Yes. She arrived here and she sees a car and she goes to the car and there's a man inside and he talks to her and she waves off the entourage and she gets in the car and it drives off.
Oh.
Really?
Anyone see what kind of car it was?
I think they said it was an Alfa Romeo.
Yes.
But that's not unusual. The manufacturing plant is just outside of town.
Right. So
Right.
everybody
Is her entourage still in Milan?
Some are, yes.
Do you know where they're staying?
I can look. I'll look.
Wonderful.
Then why wasn't this information released? Maybe the general population could find the car.
I don't know.
Do we
Let
have
me
a
see.
color? Isabel, did you hear what color the car was?
They say it was black.
Which is only the most popular color.
Exactly, because there's nothing.
But also the color of the suspicious car that I saw.
Indeed.
How suspiciously.
Well, maybe if it had like a chameleon hood ornament, then.
Some are saying that it was an old flame and she is just off in a love nest right now. But I know my mistress is a woman of passion, but she would not be...
She has her opening night coming up.
That's right, exactly.
That's very important to her. She expressed that to us.
It was everything to her.
I know, it was.
So what do
Or
you
is.
suspect? Might have.
I think that it was someone related to the opera, perhaps a wealthy patron, or someone who wanted to, seduce her with promises of praise or support of some sort. Yes.
Right. Who's the understudy?
Well, yes, I can give you the name of the understudy as well.
Good call there, Max.
She reaches for a paper and she says, I think it was maybe one of these. And she hands you this article, or points out an article.
Flavio Conti was a welcome face. At last night's party for patrons and supporters of La Scala. Mr. Conti has been unwell in recent months with some erroneous reports that he was afflicted with tuberculosis. Ooh, serious.
Yep.
It was clearly a much less serious complaint. Mr. Conti has made a complete recovery and was the life of the party.
Suspicious.
Yes. Also present were fellow opera patrons, Mr. Nunzio Tocci.
Nunzio.
I'm really loving this.
Mr. and Mrs. Matteo Sorrenti, Miss Angela, Cisco, Mr. Arturo Faccia, and Mrs. Serena Spagnolo. The company were entertained by selections from this week's opera Aida, as performed by members of the cast. Wow. Rosario Sorbello accompanied on the piano. It was a most glittering occasion. And
Nunzio.
this was in the social section of the
Yeah,
newspaper?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
When?
And it's from Thursday.
Okay.
So it would be in reference to a Wednesday night affair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she disappeared when?
Thursday.
Thursday.
So, yes. Forgive me if this seems to be prying, but I really must know for the sake of the investigation. Was she involved with anyone currently?
No, her work keeps her so busy she has no time for long-term affairs.
Oh, brother. You want to try and see her bedroom?
Yeah.
I want to see her nightstand.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
If they'll permit
If
us.
we'll permit it, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's happy to give you a tour of the place. Isabel.
Notes jotted by phone. I mean, anything.
Well, so she's kind of showing you around. She says most of the stuff is still under sheets. She's like kind of pointing out rooms. And there's just
okay.
white sheets over everything.
Really?
Yes, Signora has not been in residence for the last 3 months. So
And she's got a big opening night. She's playing it really close to the bone.
Yeah.
Okay. She's very confident of knowing the score.
well, it's her favorite opera. So.
Yeah, it is.
So should we find this Conti?
Probably.
Yeah. What do you think?
No, just.
She spent the night. She spent the night in her bed, though, didn't she?
No.
No,
she never came
She
home.
didn't
She
get
didn't
out.
even make it there. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So we
So in fact, Isabel starts crying when she sees the bed all made up
Yeah.
and not not slept in.
So you two were very close.
Yes. She's the best I've ever worked for. She's so considerate, so good,
Find her for you.
Yes.
and I'm looking
Or
for
die
the name. Yes. We'll find her and die trying. A little close to the bone on that one. Let's see. Getting the name of the understudy for you here. And let's see. There we go. Signora Di Mattina. All right.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you very kindly for your time and your information.
Yes.
Please shut this gate and don't let anyone else in.
So she kind of gives you a nod of understanding, like, oh, yes, I see.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, it's like 4 in the afternoon at this point, so it's getting a little dark and a little
Yeah,
chilly, but,
time of year.
you know, you can find, I mean, she had a telephone directory in the house if you wanted to look
Okay.
up Conti's address
Yeah.
before heading out.
Let's check that out.
Okay. So, taxi is hailed.
There's winter winds.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Sounds like voices.
Yeah, well, that's
It's the mountains. They say they speak this time of day.
right.
Yeah, when the sun hits the mountains just right, they sing.
They start being creepy and
They whisper to us like
Whisper.
a broken witch's voice.
exactly.
All right, so you load up into a taxi, and the address is on Via Torino, which takes you south again. So you, but it's more or less a straight shot as far as these streets go. And so you debark outside a apartment building. You have a street address, and then the mail slots give you a room number, Conti, which is number 6. And so you head into the lobby, and then it's rather nice carpeting,
Sure.
finish, all that good stuff. So it's definitely an upscale apartment complex or apartment building. And head up the stairs.
Just
The little square with the names.
there it is. Okay, thanks.
Heading up the stairs, you find number 6 up on the 3rd floor. There's a little buzzer set in the door.
Buzz.
A few minutes pass, and then a gentleman answers the door. See?
Hello.
Hi.
We're here to speak to Flavio Conti, if he's in.
I'm sorry, do you have an appointment?
This guy.
Yeah.
No credit. Yeah.
Yeah, credit rating would work.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he kind of looks you all over. He sees Padma, he sees Lady Cynthia, even Vance,
Right. Vance, the new hairdo.
Dottie with the new hair.
She's looking fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
And he says, please wait in the hall. I'll see if he is available. Whom may I say is calling?
Hollywood actor and
Vance
international
Victorson.
star Vance Victorson.
And
Friends of Cavallaro.
And friends.
Friends
And friends. Vance Victorson and friends.
Cavallaro, yep.
But friends of Cavallaro.
It's your little side project that you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Damn, we're an entourage.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right, so he shuts the door, but, politely, courteously. Exactly. A couple minutes go by. You're in this nice plush hallway with nice lighting sconces.
smell smoke.
And then the door opens again. And he says, right this way.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, sir.
So you walk through the parlor, the external hall, if you will, and he takes you through a doorway into a private office.
Okay, good. This'll do.
So there's a gentleman sitting at his armchair behind his big mahogany desk. And
Yes.
Flavio Conti, I presume.
yes, please have a seat. Make yourselves at home. There's plenty of chairs.
All right.
Any chairs?
All right. We're all sitting.
He's an older man. Very thin.
Really?
Frail looking. But healthy looking
Right.
at the same time. Right?
Right.
Spark in his eyes, rosy cheeks,
But kind of spindly.
but thin
Yeah.
and spindly. Yeah. His skin kind of hangs off his jawline, like he lost a lot of weight recently in a very short amount of time.
Oh, of course, because of the tuberculosis.
Yeah.
That wasn't tuberculosis.
It wasn't tuberculosis.
Oh.
The windows are all open. There's
Despite the winter
despite
air?
the winter air, there's a chill breeze blowing,
man.
making the curtains billow. He's wearing a jacket and a shirt, but no tie. His shirt is also open, even more so than the old man that you saw. And it's fairly disheveled too. Like there's some food stain on the lapel of his jacket.
You know we were coming.
Yes.
Shit. I just took a bite of the sandwich. You can all make spot hidden rolls.
Yep.
19.
Ooh.
Yes.
No.
Is this an extreme? Well, I don't know. 14 out of 60?
Almost
Chart?
extreme. Almost extreme.
Chart.
Oh, okay.
I have them written. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I buckled and I wrote them all in because
Yeah.
it actually helps.
It does.
It's very nice to
Really
have.
I
does.
see. Yeah.
I don't want to do math on the fly. So.
No.
Yeah, no.
I'm not trying to craft an idea.
And those of you who wish can also make psychology rolls.
Why not?
Indeed.
No.
Yeah, 6.
Whoa.
Oh, I just made it too. And I'm with the base.
So who made their spot hiddens?
Yep.
Me.
Everyone except Dottie.
Yep.
All right. Dottie, you catch a image of yourself in the mirror. Your hair is just on point. Really good.
On point.
On point.
Making me sound superficial. You've never
New haircut. Exactly.
It totally
Yeah.
distracts from that.
It feels like you're walking on air.
All right, fine.
The rest of you all note that his.
Dottie's hair is amazing.
It is.
Kidding.
That's all I was asking for. Yeah.
Not
No.
only do we know that.
The rest of you all note that his right at the margins of his open shirt, you see more fresh scarring.
What the hell?
What is this?
Like more for
It's a cult.
story?
It's a cult.
Just like the old man at the cathedral.
Yeah.
But it's on his chest
Right.
rather
So
than his throat.
Further down. But is it the same type of short line? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who made their psychology? Vance and Lacey.
Just
Vance, you notice that he is sweating despite the cold air. Lady Cynthia, you notice that he's clenching his jaw.
oh, okay. Like he's nervous or
Just in pain. He's sitting on attack. Right?
yeah.
He's enraged. Yeah.
Yes.
He's in hell.
But he seems sprightly and
Lively, vivacious, even.
twinkly-eyed.
Skinny.
So he has a fresh scar. Could I potentially do like a quick first aid or medicine to see if like he's maybe suffering from infection?
Sure, medicine.
Not even close.
Good job.
Give it a try.
Excellent. Yes. A tattoo, perhaps. To try.
Yeah.
He's really into Polynesian ritual scarring.
Yeah, exactly.
His body art.
Right.
So I'm just gonna straight up ask, sir, you have the windows open in here. We're like in the heart of winter. Is there a reason for your open windows?
Oh yes, my staff, they do not like it either. But I was ill for a long period of time,
Yes.
and I had to keep all the windows closed. And now I'm healthy again,
Excellent.
and I just can't get enough of this fresh air. I hope you all don't mind. I know it is cold.
It is very chilly, but you seem rather warm. Yes.
What's that?
You seem to look warm, like your cheeks are flushed.
And you're sweating a little.
Oh, so he takes his handkerchief out and Wipes his brow.
What's
No.
his handkerchief look like?
No, it's just a silk
Bloody.
handkerchief. Yeah. Oh shit. First the mustard, now the blood.
He was in the men's saloon.
That's right.
All right. So,
Yeah, no, he wipes his
Mops his
brow and then tucks it back in. And he says, "No, no, I'm just healthy again, like I say."
yes, indeed. What illness did you have?
Oh, it was just a very bad cough. The doctors thought it was tuberculosis, but no.
Pertussis, maybe?
Yes, that.
Possibly.
So please tell me to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, you're one of Cavallero's foremost patrons. Is that
Yes,
right?
the diva. Oh, such a tragedy.
Yes. What do you know about it?
No more than the rest of the public knows.
Is he lying?
Psychology roll.
Yes.
Oh, y'all get.
One.
I was gonna say you all get a bonus dice, but Jesus, you don't need it.
No. Awesome. Wow.
Yeah,
Get two now.
yeah. Actually, if you missed, roll the bonus die anyway, because then you get a check in your psychology.
Oh.
so.
Oh. Let's. Okay.
I've already checked it. I just wanted to get
Nope. Missed.
01, you say.
Yes.
01, you say.
Yes.
You could see right through him.
So those of you who made it can all tell that he's lying.
Right.
Dottie, you can tell that not only is he lying, he is directly covering up for knowing exactly where she is.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
This is that reporter's instinct. You're like, he knows where she is.
That
He
is
knows where she
reporter's
is.
instinct. Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
All right.
What you gonna do about it, stud?
Sir, I beg your pardon, but let's just cut through the bullshit.
Whoa.
Tell us where she is.
What?
The spirit and heart of this town relies upon your honesty in this moment.
Okay, so he.
Lady Cynthia looks shocked. I failed my psychology.
Well, my new haircut, I can do anything. Oh my god.
All right, so he leans forward and
Modern woman.
pinches the bridge of his nose, and he says, "Oh, you're right. Something must be done. Please make a dodge roll."
I must kill you is what I should do. Oh, my dex is. Oh, it's so
With a letter
bad.
opener.
No.
No.
All right.
No, I don't. Get out of the way.
All
My
right.
dex is so low. That's my.
My dex
that's
is also so low.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think
What's
I'm like
yours?
pre-arthritic. 30.
Pre-arthritic.
Yeah, I'm full arthritic.
Maybe
so.
I have. Yeah, maybe I'm getting the rheumatism.
Touch of the rheumatism.
Get in the room.
But maybe I do have.
Okay,
arthritis.
so he
Throws his dirty handkerchief at you.
so he says something must be
He flicks
done.
his sweat at me.
He's leaning
Still telling me it
forward
was a
because he's had a drawer on his desk open this whole time.
Wow.
He reaches into the drawer very, with
Yes.
one fluid motion, reaches into the drawer and pulls out a .38 revolver and squeezes off a shot right in your face.
No.
Yes.
Can any of us see that and push her out of the way?
You're gonna see it.
I think we're about to see it.
You're about to see it.
We're about to see all kinds of it.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
Nice knowing you guys.
So are we.
Nice knowing you guys.
Any big tomes laying around?
Oh my god. That is the classic way.
Gonna have to get her location out of.
No,
out of
I
him
have
before we
my
beat him to death.
38
That's right.
petticoat pistol.
But
Wait a
he
second.
is-
Wait a second.
All right,
though.
we're waiting.
So my hit points were low from the burn
That's right.
and everything else. So they're still low and bad. And
Yep.
Even though she just went to a doctor this afternoon?
She should get one hit.
It's been too long since the injury to heal it. So
I'm still injured.
It's been a day. It was earlier this morning.
yeah, it has to be within an hour of the injury.
Golden hour.
Golden
Just
hour.
letting y'all know that. Letting you know I have 14 hit points. So
Okay.
All right.
That's 2 more than I normally have. It makes you feel any better.
slightly.
Jesus, it's terrible.
Not so bad.
I don't know what the other character is.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
just
much wiser than Dorothy.
marking off some luck
I think
here.
she'd be smarter than that.
Oh no.
All right,
Dude,
so
living her life.
squeezes off around,
Okay. Don't worry, I have a
but it only wings you.
Thank
You take 1
goodness.
point of damage.
1 point.
Where does it
Okay.
wing me?
Now
Just left
can I-
shoulder?
On your left shoulder,
left
of course.
shoulder. Yeah.
Of course.
All right, so now we're gonna go into
Let's
do
go
this.
time.
initiative. So he has a gun. So that means he's gonna act
He has
on.
a gun.
he's got a gun. So he's gonna act on Dex 95.
What?
Does anyone else have a handgun on them?
No.
I do.
Padma
Padma.
and Max.
Nice.
Gunslinging grid.
Everyone's the hip gun.
That's right.
Ah, yeah. And Max, what do you have?
I have my 38 revolver.
Okay, in your pocket or
Yes, I suppose.
Is
yeah,
it the Smith & Wesson?
or tucked in your waistband? What do you? How do you think you normally go about
pocket.
with
I would have it in a pocket.
Pocket, yeah.
You don't have it under like an under the shoulder,
No.
small of the back, like a clamshell holster.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So did he really
Yeah.
He didn't hit very well.
I just rolled a 1 for damage, so
I mean, honestly, especially if he's going like this and then tries to aim right.
yeah.
Yeah, and you'd have
Terrible.
to be yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible aim.
All right.
And things are just drawn to your left arm.
That's true.
So plus 50 to your dex. What is that?
110.
110?
Right? No. Help me out here.
That would be 115.
115. And what's plus 50 to Padma's dex?
80.
80. Okay.
Yes.
And how's everyone else's dex?
60.
It's pretty good.
60, 50,
Mine's 30.
30.
Again, I really do think I have
60,
arthritis. I just haven't been
50,
diagnosed.
30.
Lady
Yeah,
Cynthia goes out hunting.
Undiagnosed
does sports
arthritis.
stuff.
Okay, so that means Max can act first.
Okay. Go
I
Max.
will.
If you're using your gun.
I am using my gun.
Okay.
I would like to try to shoot him in a non-vital area.
Yes, because we need information.
Okay. So
Smart
if
Max.
in that
Yeah.
case, since you're targeting a specific area,
Yeah,
normally
plus.
you take a penalty die. But this is a close range firefight. You're point blank. So basically, it just cancels out your bonus die. So it's just a straight roll.
All right.
I'm rolling against what? My
Fire.
handgun?
Handgun, yeah.
All right.
Come on, Max.
29.
And you're.
I'm going to spend 9 points of luck to
Oh, go Max.
Make it 20.
make it. Yep.
Okay. Roll that damage.
What do you roll for damage?
2d6 plus 2.
All right.
Is that it? Okay. Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's a serious gun.
Nice.
5 for 9, 11.
Yes. Ooh.
Blow his hand off?
Kneecap.
Yeah. So what non-vital area are you aiming for?
Arm that's holding the gun.
I
Yeah,
was going to
yeah.
say the right arm.
Okay. The gun
Unless he's
arm.
I don't know if it's a
left-handed.
gun arm or not.
It's his
right
gun arm.
arm.
It's his gun arm.
I'm trying to balance what happened to her.
Excellent. All right. So you plug him a good one right in the shoulder. And he and he kind of spins around in his chair. You know, like, oh
No, don't let him fall off the damn window.
yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Quick, save the gun!
Yeah. No, he just spins around in his chair. He's like, and
what-
drops the gun.
All right.
Oh, is he
Alright.
in one of those spinny office chairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and so then it comes spinning back around. He's like,
All right, just let me grab his gun.
Yeah.
I'll go around and pick it up.
okay.
Yeah,
So did any of his servants hear the gunshot?
probably.
Oh yes.
Off the street, they heard it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to figure out where she is and reel right quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's looking at the blood. He's clutching at the wound, and the blood is spreading into his the fabric of his clothing, and it's
All right, here's what I'm
oozing
going to do
out.
in this moment.
Yes.
I'm going to rip open his shirt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Okay.
to see what the hell's going on in there.
Okay. All right. So you rip open the shirt. You pull his arm away, and you
What
rip
we
open the
got?
shirt, and you see your gunshot, of course. You see like a line of small scars that are running across his sternum and then along the bottom of his rib cage, and then are going around the back of his torso as well.
Lungs. The lung area.
It would seem to be. He's looking very pale,
He's gonna.
and he's sort of muttering. He says, "No, I cannot die. A brother of the skin lives forever."
Skinless one.
Skin.
Skinless
So yeah,
one.
he says a brother of the skin lives forever,
and
then he loses consciousness.
No!
No.
Yes.
The smelling salts. You have
I
them.
have him.
Yes.
Break him out. Revive this motherfucker.
Smack him up.
Yes. Wake up, you fucker.
All right, so you're waving smelling salts under his nose, and he's out.
He's out.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyone
take
have
this
first
to the
aid?
doctor,
Anyone
because-
first
Yeah, everyone's got first aid.
First aid.
Hi there, girl. Edie.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
27.
Nope.
Made it.
Oh,
3.
23.
10.
10.
Success.
Max, you're just all over this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some field surgery right
Yes.
here. Gunshot wounds, I know how to deal with that.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
A right slap in the face brings him right back around.
Just do what we did back in the trenches, old man.
Yes. Slap
Rub some dirt into it and slap him in the face.
Yeah. Just in case of shell shock.
Shit.
Oh my god.
All right, so so the two of you are working on him, and Vance, you're applying pressure. Max, you're trying to bring him back around, and you're just feeling that pulse dissipate.
No.
No, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He was still sick.
From a mechanical standpoint, you guys, with 9 points of damage, you knocked him down to -5
Oh no.
because he had 4 hit points.
You only had 4 hit points.
See?
And he's pulling the gun.
Yeah.
Shit.
But he was on
But he
drugs
thought
or
he was gonna
something.
live forever. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to snoop his office in these like moments where
There
they're
you go.
busy and I'm not.
There you go.
Because I've read all about the skinless one.
Okay. Well, you have enough time for a cursory look before the servants come rushing in.
Okay.
It's like in his desk drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So you find an Orient Express timetable
Okay.
with Milan circled. Okay. You find his business contact diary, right? The tab.
Snatch.
Oh my god.
I just snatch this and stuff up my
Yes.
petticoats. And
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect. They're not gonna frisk the old lady.
They never do.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. So that's So basically, you find the timetable and his list of business contacts.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's get it.
What floor is his?
Hustle.
Third.
Third.
Yeah. Also for Max and Vance, I'll need sanity rolls, please.
You may or may not have totally
Because we
not
killed him?
anonymously.
Oh no.
Oh, I fail.
All right.
I make it.
Okay, so Max, you have a really strange suspicion that this guy really did have tuberculosis, that it did ravage his body, and that he has received a lung transplant.
Yeah.
Which is impossible.
Right.
So please lose 3 points of sanity at that revelation as you swoon and have to grip the side of the table from the shock of that revelation.
Yes.
You are on the 3rd floor. The servants are rushing in. We're going to leave it off there with you guys up in this apartment.
Oh my.
So it gives you a week to think how you're going to talk your way out of it. And
Quit reading.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we'll pick it up from there next time.
Okay.
Signal a
everybody.
hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great name.
Absolutely great session.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot. There was a lot packed in there.
Yeah.
What are the stats on his gun?
Oh, what do you got?
Well, I took his 38.
Oh, it's 38. It's a D10 damage.
Okay.
One shot.
Sure.
Or one shot per round, you know.
All right. Revolvers, so 6 rounds.
6 rounds, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
1d10.
Yeah. Malfunction 100.
Got shot in the
Yep.
tried to get attempted to be shot in the face.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
right. Just have it amputated. That'll be fine.
It's true. There you go. Then nobody will bother my left arm again.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Except just have like phantom pains your whole life.
Not your whole life.
As long as she has the arm.
Yeah.
That'll be worse than usual
The
though.
arm, which is apparently a huge arm. I don't know. For some reason that escaped me.
I
but-
totally thought it was a little arm.
I know. I've been meaning to clarify that for weeks now, actually, because I realized a couple weeks ago that you guys probably thought that was 1-to-1 scale. No.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
actually
it's
not.
life size.
I know, especially because you're like, it held an arm. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cute.
kinda-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like, oh, it's like an arm.
It's an
Like,
arm.
it's so much more ominous now.
It is. It is.
But on the boxes that say like 150th scale.
It does say that it's a scale model on the
Yeah,
box. To
so-
be fair.
Is it? So
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, I
it
missed
does.
it.
Yeah.
We all missed that.
We did.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, no.
You have so many other clues going.
It's true.